Showtime. I'm a dump from the free throw line. I'm a pop champagne, don't drink no wine. Can't talk to the pitch, I don't need no swan. Swan time bomb from the top belt buckles. Got a gun, I don't need no muscle. I'm starting businesses, I'm on the property. I'm self-made, I'm the brown net plus. Sick of these people that hate on the west. You know I'm a rep till I ain't got a breath. Wanna beat us, gotta pay off the ref. Get out of line, you get hit with a tech.
Oh, shit, I forgot to change the background. Welcome to episode 163. This is Sunday Dinner, where we gather up once a week with our talented panel, and we talk some shit about what's going on. Last week, we didn't get into some shit, which we will get into tonight, and that is the Diddy trial. So make sure you got your motherfucking bottles of baby oil ready, because we're going to get into some shit. So I don't like the way my shit's looking. Anyway, there's a couple new features that we're going to test out tonight. We'll see how that goes once we start getting into the show and we start getting comments going. Until then, let's start the show and bring everybody in. Let's start with co-creator, co-host, brother from another, the one, the only, 1/3 of Kingsman, Syndrome True Show.
What's the word?
Yeah. The end of another lovely week.
Indeed.
Shout out to Milo Sweet Tea. The only thing I drink besides Vegas bombs and fucking Strike and Van Til bottled water.
I got hold on. Let's see. I just finished a little
Hey,
bit.
Strike
They
and Van
call it
Til
a
got fire
tea.
bottled water because every time I'll go through one, maybe a case, maybe a case and a half of water a week just by myself. But I'll go the first time and I'll be able to grab the shit. I go the second time and it's like all the Strike and Van Til water gone. And then it's like you gotta spend the money and just get the Ice Mountain, because that's the only other thing I'm drinking there. God damn it!
Honey citron and ginger tea from Balance Bro.
Okay.
I've been drinking this shit. This shit is fucking fire, boy, and it's good for you. I don't know how it's good for you, but it makes me feel better.
I don't know how it's good, but it makes me feel better. let's round out tonight's panel by bringing in Miss Sunday Dinner herself, Bianca Tate.
Hi, Rome. About your tea, you said that was ginger what?
Honey citron and ginger tea.
Well, the
That comes in a
ginger.
jar.
Okay, well, the ginger calms your system, takes away inflammation, also is good for digestion. So that might be why you're feeling wonderful.
Also,
Okay, now I
I'm
know
drinking
I see where it
Jameson.
comes.
And you're an alcoholic, so it works together as a chaser.
I am not an alcoholic. And I am not chasing.
I am an alcoholic.
I am not chasing my alcohol with tea. That shit sounds crazy. Except for a tea shot.
Hey, you see that shit that Sprite got tea now? Sprite plus tea?
That's
nah,
but
that sound kind of good though.
It does not. I won't buy one, but if somebody got, I don't know. It just says Sprite plus tea.
That shit probably smacking, boy.
Now, when I used to work at the Flying J on Grant, shout out to the free drinks.
I'm not going to say that they're targeting a certain demographic, but
they've been doing that.
The commercial I seen,
they were singing or rapping.
Spray,
there was no
spray for
fair skinned people in it nowhere.
yeah, spray for black people. You ain't know
Oh
that?
yeah,
Well, I was
they
just gonna
tried.
say because I
They be
saw a
having motherfuckers
commercial.
dunk in their commercials for the law.
I saw a commercial for Church's Chicken. There was a white guy rapping. There was only one black woman customer and a whole bunch of other white people, and they're just this guy is just rapping, and I'm like, it's Church's Chicken. Why are we assert hip hop and chicken? I didn't like it. I was offended.
That's crazy.
Very
Y'all still
offended.
see commercials?
Yes, that came on Netflix. That's what I was
I was at,
watching today.
I was at my mom's house.
That's crazy, Bianca. You in the demographic that is
I don't got
targeted for
terrestrial
Turkish
TV.
chicken.
Yeah.
Hey, that's crazy.
As an
I
old
will
black woman
never see
and
that ad.
a hip hop
Hey,
lover.
wait. What's the address? What's the address associated to the billing address for your Netflix?
I think we were under my account.
Okay.
We were under my account.
Damn, so Valpo, where's the nearest churches? My bad. My fault, G. My bad. Where's the nearest church's chicken in relation to where you stay?
It's probably 15, 20 miles.
That's fucking crazy that you are
Gary.
still advertised to in that regard. That is nuts.
Then I'm sitting there like
Popeyes
that.
up the street. They could have hit you with one of those and all would have been right in the world. But fucking that shit's crazy.
It's true.
I
And that's
hate
the
Netflix.
most efficient Popeyes I have ever been to. You know what I'm saying? It's hot
Swear
and
to God. Swear to God.
perfect every time.
Swear to God. And I've been to ones out of state too. That motherfucker runs
Perfect
like
on
an
point.
engine.
Tip top.
But hey, okay, we can test this.
What's good, Lon?
We can now put all the fucking comments on stage. If did you switch your shit to public since we started the show?
Yes.
Now down in the corner where you see the little gradient pop up.
Yeah.
It's supposed to show all the comments as they come up now. Now we don't got to grab a singular one. All of them will show up.
Ooh.
But it all depends on the privacy settings or whatever. It's on, so we'll see how it works out for tonight. It was a new feature when I logged in today, said it had. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I changed
we'll
mine
try it.
because I don't know if I updated it though.
So yeah, welcome. Episode 163 of Sunday Dinner. Yes, you heard that right. 163. We've been at this for a long time. Tonight we're gonna get into the Diddy trial tonight. We didn't get to it last week, so we're gonna run down how's it looking for both sides, the prosecution and the defense. There's crazy ass shit this week, of course. Drama filled week, stress filled week. We'll get into all that as we get into the show. But as usual, as we always do about this time, this is Sunday Dinner, and we are powered by Yaga. How's your week?
I had an eventful week.
Not
Monday, Tuesday.
you.
Hey, this week was popping. This was an event. This was a great week. So
Okay. Hey, we're gonna be here for 1 minute and 14 seconds instead of 17 seconds.
Hey, listen. And hopefully I can report this every week because I said I was going to do this for myself on my off days because I have nothing else to do. So, worked Monday, Tuesday. On Wednesday, I had been saying to myself that I wanted to go to the casino. Just because I haven't gone in so long and I like going, and I'll say 75% of the time I'm going to walk away with more than I brought in. So me and my buddy, we did go. I walked in with 100.
Your buddy? Is that your buddy? Is that
what else would you call a friend? A buddy.
Is this a different person?
No.
It's the same person.
Yeah.
A friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to say I'm friends with everybody, but I'm friendly with this person.
Very friendly. There's a-
Hey, put this on record. This is the longest. Anyway, back to the casino. So,
I'm just tripped out that you told me as buddy.
what else? What am I supposed to say? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what else?
Yeah.
Seriously, is it
Well,
offensive?
eh.
Well, okay. Anyway, back to the casino. So I walked. That's the most important thing here. So, walked in with 100. First thing I do, I walk the floor. I don't know why. I get my vibe. See where I'm gonna go. I go to the roulette game. The table game, not the table game, but like the electronic roulette.
Yeah.
That didn't work how I wanted to go. So I'm like, fuck it, let me go to blackjack. That's when I flipped my first 20. I think I flipped that to
Okay.
like 66 something. So got up, moved. Then I went to dollar slots. Um, Flipped that 66 to like 160, 170 or something. Um, Walked around, bullshitted like $20, $40. Walked out ultimately with like 275.
Okay.
So a ding dang good profit and made my money
Okay.
back. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. Then Buddy and I decided to go to a dispensary while we were not in the area, you know. Why not? So we did some shopping. Shout out to the gelato cones. 3 grams of sugar. Thank you for making those, people. I love you for that. um, and yeah, so that was an eventful day. The next day, I went to a local vintage shop and I made a wonderful purchase, guys.
Oh shit.
See?
We can sing around the campfire this summer.
Yes.
Kumbaya, bitches.
Yes. So that is one thing I'm going to do this summer that gives me something productive to do, something to keep my mind sharp. Try to learn how to play a guitar. I would like to learn how to tune it, play something, possibly read it, but I'm not going to count on that. I really want to rely on my ear. Even though I know how to read, I was taught how to read music for a piano and a clarinet, and I can still read that. It's totally different with a guitar. Unsure if I want to learn how to read it, but I definitely want to learn how to tune by ear and then play a little ditty by ear. Um, let's see. I don't know what happened in the Ozempic world for me, but Friday night, Saturday, I was sick as a dog. And I wasn't sure if it's because I went into the casino, and I thought I'd probably like catch some germs from the nasty people at the casino. Um, so next time I go to the casino, I'm wearing a mask. But yeah, but now I'm
You
fine.
enjoy. You're gonna be an honorary Asian.
An agent.
Asian.
Yes. Yes.
Hey,
I want to be
hey.
at the
They've
baccarat
been ahead of
table.
the curve for years. We've been making fun of them walking through airports and the malls and grocery stores for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, I'm wearing a mask because, like I said, I didn't know it wasn't food related because I pretty much got my whole food situation down where I know what's gonna trigger me to be sick, and I avoid that shit at all costs. But this, I was just like, Lord, I don't know. So yeah, keep your hand sanitizer and your mask ready at whatever casino you're gonna go to. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a thing for me. Um, at least for this next off day. Not sure what I will be able to do during summer break because that's fastly approaching, and I wish I could take shots because I'm not ready for it. Um, yeah. Let's see what else. Buddy barbecue yesterday, so that was good. I didn't have to worry about that type of stuff. And now I'm here on Sunday dinner, so that was a pretty eventful week for me. I'm deep.
That is a fucking eventful week for
Hey,
you. So what a
hey,
yeah, look at you fucking at the
I'm
casino and everything,
growing.
girl.
I'm
Look at
getting out.
you.
The weather's breaking. And if anyone would like to contribute to my casino fund, listen, if you make an
She said if
investment, you
anybody
can make your money. And I have receipts, you know what I'm saying, to show you that I can flip some stuff. If I can get, shout out to Money Mo's for bothering me drunkly. I wish he'd
bothering me drunkly.
I wish he'd send me some parlays. I'd go to the FanDuel section of the casino and put something in. And I didn't know they had that part. So I'm looking like, oh my gosh, this is like a news center. They had like the little ticker with all the I guess the stats going around the room. So yeah, somebody
Yeah.
please invest or teach me how to do those parlays or something. Let's get this money. Damn.
Okay. Look at you fucking
Rome, how was your week? Oh, you're not
gambling,
there.
gambling. Oh,
Well,
you're not there.
what? And here's the thing: I don't consider that gambling. I know it's gambling, but I feel if you know what you're doing, it's an investment.
Oh, I mean,
I
it's
invested $100 and I made 175 in my,
but
in what I
but it
invested.
it it
It's
don't
betting.
always
It's not
work
like
out like
selling drugs
that.
or something like that.
Yeah, it don't always work out like that. Shout out to Duckies. Hey, Bossman, I will be in San Diego next week. I'll be there the 3rd through the 6th because the kid's graduating high school. So I'll hit you
Yeah,
up when I touch down. Bring me a care package.
yeah.
Um, where the hell did he go? Oh, every time I look up, he's
He got the
gone.
ADHD today.
Hey, hold on. Hey, it's crazy that you're wearing that shirt. You know why? You know what shirt I almost wore today? Hold on.
Caleb, where's your Basquiat jacket? I want to match too. Hey guys, look. Oh,
It's tight.
Which you can see
mm-hmm.
is the basket. I almost wore that. We could have coordinated without even realizing.
It's how God
Oh,
work.
so how was your week, bro?
Uh, you know, a lot of basketball this week.
That you played?
A lot of
Oh,
basketball.
it's playoffs.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
You said that you played? What?
No,
Yeah, so a
I
lot of
seriously didn't know.
basketball. I didn't catch the first two games of each series. I saw game two of each one, which was yesterday and then the day before. I caught the Indiana game late. Me and Indy ended up going to B Dubs and catching it. So speaking of gambling, he actually came up off of Prize Picks.
How much did he
Um,
get? Do you know?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that,
Okay,
You
but
don't have
but
liberty
he
to
did
discuss
well.
that.
okay. Well,
If it's
congratulations.
if it's a screenshot he sent me, he did well.
Okay.
No, I think the one I think. Are you sure that wasn't for the next week?
I don't
I
know.
think that's for the
All,
next
all,
game.
all I know is there's 2 minutes and 53 seconds left in the third quarter, and the Pacers are up by 15, 78-63, and they're up 2-zip in the series.
Oh, right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't even fucking realize that they played today. I thought they played tomorrow, but
Oh, they're playing. Actually, the shit he sent me might have been for the game that's going on right now.
yes. So
Oh,
Well, Indy,
the
I'll
other
accept
bet
that
was
request.
from game two.
Shoot.
Right. The other bet was from game two though, and he did well. He did well for himself. So shout out to Uchiha folks. You know what I'm saying? And then Ralph came and got me from work yesterday, and we tuned in to the first half of Oklahoma City, Minnesota. That started out in a rout and ended in a rout. I don't know if I've ever seen a playoff game be by over 40 points, which is what it ended up being. It was like 42. I don't know if that's
that was crazy.
they kicked the shit out of them though. So yeah, that's what's mostly been fresh on my brain. You know, a lot of working. But yeah, that's about it.
Well, my week's never fucking dull. Um, oh my god, this week fucking sucked. I mean, it didn't and it did. There was a lot of give and go this week. So I am officially in. It's finals week. All finals, everything for finals has to be turned in Tuesday by 10:59, and then I am off for a week before I start my capstone. Before I graduate in October, the first part of this master's program. So that's cool. Well, actually, the term wraps up August 12th, but graduation ain't till October 11th. So I've been actually thinking this week, should I have a graduation party?
Yes. Hell
Like,
yeah. Do you need
should
potato
I
salad? Do
like
you need meatballs?
like
Baby shower meatballs. Do you need
like
like macaroni and cheese? Like
like
I can do a
should
side.
what kind should I? Hell yeah, I should. What the fuck?
Yes. You're
I think I'm gonna
graduating
be
college.
I'm only gonna be the third person in my family on either sides to have any type of degree. Um
Yeah.
That doesn't
so
matter. You should just celebrate because it's
You
a
got
hard
through it.
accomplishment.
You know.
so
Sorry, Manny. You should, take some inventory of that and celebrate with people who
Yeah.
want to celebrate with you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like your answer better. Anyway, but yeah, exactly. Like, where should I do it at? Should I fucking get with Keisha and let's just do a show, like a show type thing for it? I'm like,
Oh.
fucking have some of my favorite people come out perform or some shit.
Can I make a
'Cause
request for a performance?
what's a better party than me getting fucking drunk with all my favorite fucking rappers from around here and just being everybody's hype man all night?
What location are we thinking?
That would be the problem.
Okay.
So
Why would that be a problem?
I don't know.
Because what is your aspiration for this? Because
I can get you in on a booze day Tuesday out here. And it'll be jumping.
a Tuesday
No
is
smoking.
crazy.
Well,
What?
yeah, I'm not sitting there not being able to smoke. What the fuck? It's a
Tuesday
celebration,
is
girl.
nuts.
Booze
Yeah,
day
Tuesday is
Tuesday. That's where all the
nuts.
hoes go out and they get drunk on a Tuesday.
The hoes is
Yeah,
out
that-
every night. What are we
Yeah,
saying?
but man, goddamn it, everybody knows where you live already. They don't know. God, what the fuck? So anyway, Franklin House is always jumping on Tuesdays.
Or
So-
karaoke night on Saturdays.
Yeah, so
Over.
And hey, and a hoe will take you home from there too. Hey, how do I know?
so I mean, really, there's only what Joe's or fucking the Loft. That's really it.
No, not really.
Where else?
I don't know where else you can smoke, and that's the
That's
the
You can smoke at S&B's.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
where's that?
I just wouldn't really want to do a show there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Where's
S&B is like the
S&B's?
old Voodoo Lounge.
it's all voodoo.
Oh, okay.
I don't particularly know what's going on with backstage, but they're supposed to be getting stuff back cranking. I don't know though, but
Seems like Joe's is a nice smoky location.
Yeah, but I like Joe's, but I would probably pick the Loft over it just because of stage.
Okay. Okay.
And there's kind of more room to move around.
Okay, I'll spend the 60.
But like I said, this ain't
why
this
can't just
won't-
have your friend bring you out there? Womp 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 womp.
Yeah, whatever, buddy.
Why am
buddy.
I bringing sand to the beach?
That doesn't even make sense.
What do you
Y'all
mean
just
it doesn't-
friends, right?
Yeah.
That's some good friendship.
So what are you saying?
So here's the thing. I don't want that around my cohorts. You know.
Oh, you don't want us to meet Buddy.
I don't want to be associated with anyone. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got a dog living in your house.
Well,
I don't want to.
That's association.
I don't want to be associated with nobody. Is fucking crazy.
No, it's
A person that you are living with, you don't want to be associated with. Is
with an animal.
nuts.
Do the kids call him Buddy?
I call him by his first name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you would have said yeah, I would have fucking. I might have had to
Rolando.
just fucking walked away and died.
Yeah.
Buddy.
No, they call him by his first name.
Okay.
Yeah. First name.
I mean, all of that's cool and all.
But here's the thing. Like, okay, so if me and him going out,
You
I
don't
like
gotta
when
explain.
No, I want to explain it. I want to explain it to you so you can understand. I like looking for holes with him.
Okay.
Why? It's just fun. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You see something that's like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? You looking, I'm looking too. You know what I'm saying? I like doing that. I can't do that in front of y'all.
Oh, why?
What?
You can't be on the prowl in front of us?
No.
First off, we don't care.
I know you don't. That has nothing. This is all has to do with this, and nothing to do with you guys. I know you guys don't judge me. Okay? I mean, you judge me, but it's love judgment. You know what I'm saying?
We judge
missing
you about
the podcast.
We judge you about other things, not that you like hoes.
But
no
but
one
I'm
cares.
just saying.
No one cares.
And then
it's
I don't want
your mind.
You just want to see how I look for hoes.
No, I don't.
No, don't.
I wouldn't even be paying attention to you. Wow.
We might hit it off with Buddy. We might hit it off with Buddy and make a new friend. That's what she's scared of.
Because there's. He's not.
Crazy work.
Just kidding. No, yeah. Listen, if you need a smoking buddy, that's the one.
Emotional damage.
Fuck you out. I don't care. Cool. You're cool. But I just don't want to look for hoes in front of you guys. Like,
okay, whatever. That's weird.
I'm the good one.
No, you're not. Like, people been watching you for 3 years and they know better. The facade is cool.
Just literally no one cares, man. Just do it.
No,
just
they
do
don't.
Just do what you do, man. Like,
I can't look for. I haven't found. Holes in that location aren't lucrative.
Yeah, you know what? That's what you should have said, because that makes more sense.
You haven't even been there, and
I've never been to the loft.
See, and there it goes.
Wow.
Never.
Holy shit.
What was it before the loft? It was something else.
The link bar?
Never.
I still call it the link bar 90% of the time.
Yeah, no. I haven't been in there. If you have it at Play-O, sorry, I won't be able to go.
He's not open.
He's not open.
I didn't know that.
He has been open for a long time.
I didn't know that.
The loft, I'm not even sure if you can smoke in there anymore. They have a
sprinkler system.
They have an adjunct smoking corridor. It's big though, but yeah, you know, off where
Joe's
like
it is.
the side. You know, like where the door is, where they actually have people like exit generally.
Yeah.
There's like that little, if you turn to the right there, they have like that little area over there that you go through, and then that's the smoking area now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not even sure if you can smoke inside anymore. So
yeah, we got time. Like, classes end August 11th. I get my diploma before graduation. Like, classes end August 12th. August 12th, in like 2 to 3 weeks, 14 to 21 days after that, I'll get it in the mail. You know, and then
are you gonna walk?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, are you gonna take pictures?
Yeah.
Please wear your chain.
Oh, fuck yeah. chain my motherfucking cords because I'm a genius and my GPA.
Yeah. That little
I
band, I don't know
wanna
what that's called.
now check
That
it out.
stick thing.
Now I want to raise some money so I could pay to get into this honor society, so I could get my sash and shit too. So they've always
Okay.
every term they try to, especially last three terms, because the last three terms I was been on the chancellor's list. So like, and there's even been a fraternity, two fraternities try to get me, but they want three. It's like $296 to and like, well, I don't got $300 to get into the fraternity type shit. Is it worth it? Yeah, but do I have it? No. So maybe I will try to raise the money or whatever in this next 10 weeks and do that shit, so I can get those cool little sashes and shit. But yeah. So like I said, I don't know. I kind of want to wait till graduation to have it, because then I could be at the party in the cap and gown to start off with.
Mhm.
Yeah, classes end August 12th, but it's got the 2 months until the actual graduation, and
Make
then
sure
it could
it's
be like
before
a
the holiday, though. You
what
know.
holiday?
Well, like I was gonna say holiday season, like
Oh
Thanksgiving,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatever,
Oh yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Make sure it's in October.
And
Yeah.
then I got my birthday in November, and I don't know what I'm gonna. I was telling my girl the other day, like, might just do Vegas for my birthday. I always do Vegas for big birthdays. 45 is not a big birthday, but it's a halfway birthday type thing. It's like, how I went my OCD too. So I want to do something cool. Maybe Vegas, maybe Miami. Um, she's never been to either one of those places, so she'll have. But fuck, no matter where the fuck we go, she gonna have fun. Um, yeah. So that's what I've been kind of trying to do, low key. Like, what am I gonna do for my birthday type shit. But getting back to this week. Finals have been kicking my fucking ass. Drowning in schoolwork. Like like I told Bianca backstage before we start the show, I actually thought about being like, "Hey guys, you guys can pot if you want, but I think I'm gonna sit out this week because I gotta fucking I'm I'm not where I want to be with the finals yet," which I'm not. But tomorrow is Memorial Day, so I don't know if I'm gonna work tomorrow during the day. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna work tomorrow because I don't know how it's gonna work out like that. Like there's no work, so all the work shit. There's no. I make a lot of money for doing Medicaid runs, taking people from doctor to home, from home to the doctor.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
There's no tips, but all those rides are
Are
like
paid for.
$25 minimum.
Mhm.
And it's
Mhm.
Gary to Portage. Portage to Gary, Maryville to Gary.
Mhm.
That's like $30.
Mhm.
So there's
Mhm.
going to be none of that shit tomorrow either.
You
So
don't think maybe do you know if there's any parades or any
I don't
festivals
want to
or
deal
things
with.
like that?
I
Okay.
don't. I don't deal with that shit. I don't deal with anything where there's going to be a lot of traffic where you're picking or dropping people off,
Okay. Okay.
because it's usually not worth it. Like
Okay.
when there's big events in Chicago, and say you think you're going to make a lot of money, like you don't get like a random person that's like getting matched up. There's a queue. You get into line and you just get matched up to the next
Mm,
person in line. And so you
okay.
might be taking them down the block. You might be taking them 20 minutes away. You might be taking them an
Yeah.
hour away.
Yeah.
So you're going to get one ride out of it. It might be good.
Mhm.
It might be bad. Because even if it's a short ride, like fucking 10 minutes away, you got to get back in that queue.
Mhm.
So that's
Mm.
why I don't. That's why I don't really fuck with that type of shit.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
like I haven't even been driving in the city. I've been staying in Indiana. I did pick up from the Hard Rock and a drop off by Midway. Some drunk lady must have won a shitload of money because Hard Rock themselves ordered the lift.
Oh
So I took her and
wow.
everything. Then I started getting requests as soon as I dropped her off, but they cut the rates in Chicago like in half. So they're trying to give me $16 for a 51-minute ride from like Midway to Skokie. $16? That's no. I turned the
And you're
ass
saying
off.
that's just Lyft, right?
No,
That's
that was an Uber request.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was an Uber request. So I shut the apps off, came back to Indiana, and as soon as I got into fucking Munster, boom, got a fucking ride for $31 from fucking one of the doctor's offices by Community to fucking Maryville. So I was like,
Mhm.
shit, all right, let's go. So
Yeah.
I might have to work like an hour or two, but I could do all right. But sometimes it might be I could be out there for 3 hours just driving around. and get
Mhm.
nothing. And then it could be back to 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 back. But what Lyft does have, I don't really drive Uber in Indiana because they don't have upfront pricing. What that
Mhm.
means is when I get the request with upfront pricing, you see where you're picking them up, where you're taking them, and how much you're getting.
Mhm.
Uber
Mhm.
don't have that in Indiana. It's just like you're picking them up from this address.
Yeah.
You'll know where you're taking them once they get in your car and
Get
you start to ride, and you'll know how much you're getting paid when you drop them off.
Shout out to Michelle, my Lyft driver. I've had her many a time. She told me that I guess with Lyft now, they are
Lyft
letting you
does.
all know
Oh,
where,
Lyft has always done it. Lyft's always done it in Indiana.
for whatever reason, she said they weren't giving that option to her. And then
Oh
all of a
yeah.
sudden it was
Well,
a big
well,
old
well,
thing for her.
well. I know personally for the last year and a half they have been because I've
Okay.
only no for a year. I've only been driving Lyft out here for a year,
Okay.
but
Okay.
the whole time I've been driving, they've been doing it.
Yeah. I wanted to go to Gary one night and I called an Uber. The guy got to me, and mind you, it had to be about 10 or 11 at night. So I
He was
understand
probably like,
the
nope.
apprehension. Yeah, I understand. He was just like, I don't feel like going all the way. I'm just like, okay, I understand, but damn, and I guess that's when I first ever heard that they don't see the
Yeah,
destination
yeah,
until they
yeah.
get to you. Yeah,
Uber don't tells none of that shit. So I don't really
yeah,
drive Uber out here. But
yeah.
what Lyft does some dope shit. They got bonus hours.
Mhm.
So like Tuesday and Wednesday last week, they had real good ones. Like starting from like 11, it'd be like 11 to noon to 1, to 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, whatever. And there's only 1 or 2 days out the week where they really have them running like that long, and they'll be like $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 on top for each ride. So
Mhm.
I turned down a lot of rides in Gary, not because I don't want to drive in Gary. I do most of my driving in Gary. It's because I'm not driving 7 minutes to pick somebody up, then drive 7 minutes to take them somewhere for fucking $4. But with an $8 bonus hour, I'll do that shit because that's a $12 ride,
Mhm.
and I could do like I could do like 4 rides of that. So that's extra fucking $24, $30, but or
Mhm.
whatever. So I do that shit. So I could have a $200 day with no problem.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, but yeah, it's there's been this week where I've been like, you know what? Fuck school. I've shut my laptop, walked away for a couple minutes. Like finals been kicking my ass. Um, I worked Friday and Saturday this week at the club. Um, so that was dope. Saturday, fucking shout out to Joan. Joan came through. One of his cousins was getting married, so they came through like a bachelor party type thing. Fucking made it rain on my girl on stage like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I told her I was like, hey, get to work. We got to get to work because fucking my boy's coming in. Um, and so let me know when you're ready. I'll send an Uber for you and fucking get in here because once they get here, they got there about 11 o'clock and shit. So there was a couple girls that they liked, but she definitely once he found out that was my that was my girl and shit, he was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So shout out to Joan, shout out to his cousin, congratulations. Whatever, whatever you want marriage to be. Yeah, Friday was dope. Friday was dope because Bob's the manager, and Bob just kind of like lets everything run itself. And you know, the manager I work with on Saturdays, Keith, he's a good manager, but he's a by the book, by the rules manager. Bob's, you know, bends the rules to the point where it's not in a bad way, to where it makes the job a little bit more fun. Um, so Friday I turned up. I was playing all types of music. The girls were loving it. I tipped out over $100. So it was a dope night. It was a dope night. Like I said, Joan came through. Every time I looked up, there's a fucking Vegas bomb, so it was dope. It was a really, really, really good night. Like I said, my girl made a bunch of money. So I made a bunch of money. So it was dope. And then last night I worked. I got to be more conscious about the music I'm playing, but a lot of time it's the music that the girls already picked out for themselves from their playlist, you know. So I can't really get held accountable for what they're dancing to. And that's what they want to dance to, you know. And I played to the crowd a lot last night, you know, so it was a younger crowd. So for some of the dancers are now like, hey, play me some play me some of the music you be playing for your girl. No, I'm not gonna be playing my girl's playlist music for you. I play that for her because that's what I want to see her dance to. I want to see you in here trying to dance to music I play for her. I don't think so. No. Um, and then I'll be like, well, what do you? Oh, I like to dance like The Weeknd and Rihanna, you know, some Chris Brown. Okay, well, we don't got access to all. It's not like I'm fucking going through Apple Music or Spotify and picking these songs. It's a system, you know. It's a software. It's a computer software
Mhm.
that, you know, we got songs, but there's a lot of shit that we don't have that you would think you would have in a strip club, you know. But that why it's a different, you know, just we're not in Atlanta, so unfortunately my hands are tied with a lot of shit. So I picked some shit. I'm playing this girl's like, this ain't what I dance to. I was like, then pick your own fucking music. I'm not gonna go over this with you all the fucking time. And I'm not gonna, you know, you get here at 10 o'clock. There's girls been here since 8 o'clock and they've already played music you want to dance to. So I'm not gonna have you dance to something that's already been danced to tonight. So yeah. But I tipped out for over $100 again last night. Shout out to Elijah. Shout out to my nephew. Elijah came out last night. Elijah, Diego, Rowley came out. Oh man, that's his little crew and shit. So so nephew Diego, this motherfucker was turned last night, and he don't. I've never seen him like that before. Cause he's kind of like low key, chill. You know, this motherfucker was throwing money on stage. He got a lap dance, and life's like, look. I was like, I know. And shout out to Breezy. I know Breezy took care of him. So last night it was a long night because I had a real bad migraine yesterday. Real bad migraine. So fucking. I thought about leaving work too, and my girl was like, just leave. You know, it's not worth your health. I was like, I'm just sitting here. I'm not doing anything. It's, you know, my migraines are not, there's no factors to make my migraine worse. It don't matter if there's strobe lights or there's loud music. It's going to hurt the same whether I'm in a pitch black, quiet room or at a fucking rave, you know? So don't matter the location. The migraine is just there. You know, it's not no circumstances that are contributing to it like that. So I toughed it out, had a decent night and shit like that. I went through some fucking drama this week. Like, I'm not gonna get into it, but it's fucking weird. Like that, I found myself like in this like in the whole fucking routine of it. You know what I mean? You know, because I thought it was kind of cleared up, but some things have changed since I thought it was cleared up. But it's I'm not ready to publicly talk about it yet like that because still might be playing out. So we'll see how it works out. But anyway, it was just so fucking weird. Um yeah. So it was a dope week. I didn't drink yesterday at all, so that was kind of weird. But I got fucked up 2 days this week. Was it Tuesday night? Tuesday night. Oh my god. Oh, me and Bay got drunk.
I miss getting
Drunk.
drunk.
Took her home. We're sitting in the car, and I don't even know. I was fucked up. She was fucked up. We were just talking about all types of. I think we were both talking about. We were both talking about different things, thinking that we are talking about the same thing.
Aww.
Like that type of drunk. Like she talking about some shit, and I'm talking about some shit. Not the same shit, but we both think that we're talking about the same shit. So I don't even know how that happened, but yeah, we were lit Tuesday night. Um, Wednesday, I didn't get as drunk. I did get tipsy. I did. I definitely got tipsy. Definitely, but not too drunk. Um, But yeah, it wasn't a bad week. It was could have been better, could have been worse. Um it's funny when I introduced my girl to Jean, he's like, what do you mean that's your girl? Like that's your girl? I was like, yeah, like that's my lady. And she's like, yeah, that's my man. And he's like, he was all shocked at first, and I was like, man, why you all shocked? I feel some type of way now, god damn it. But yeah, it wasn't a bad week. Could have been better, could have been worse. But like anybody that's friends with me on Facebook that read my once every couple of months I'll do a long-winded post, and not a good week, bad week, not a bad week, not a good week, but it's the week was right where it needed to be. So there's that. And that'll wrap up this fucking segment, and let's get into the show so Rome wakes up. This is Sunday Dinner episode 163. Let's get into it. Diddy. We wanted to get into it last week, but we did not get into it last week because I hadn't really caught up on anything and stuff like that. So let's get into it. Hey, the Knicks are up by one with 7 minutes left in the fourth, 89-88. What the fuck just happened?
Is this gonna go into overtime?
I don't know. There's 7 minutes left.
The
We'll
first
find
game
out.
did go to overtime,
Yeah.
Oh,
and Indiana ended up winning by 1.
wow.
So I
It's really been a close series so far. The whole time.
yeah, it
Indiana
has
only
been.
won by what, like I think like 5 or 6 the second game. Like it was close. It would end up coming down to the last few plays.
So let's get into it. And like when we got stuff like this to talk about, usually I don't know why I feel like this, but I feel Bianca should be the most prepared one for this stuff is because
Yeah.
it's so um
Well, I do have something.
yeah.
So I guess my whole thing with listening to Cassie's testimony, Don Richard's testimony, I believe Kid Cudi also testified this past week. I know one of the male sex workers also testified. My whole thing was, where does the crimes that Diddy has been charged with, where does that come into play? I don't care what Diddy likes on his body. I don't care if he's a voyeur and likes to watch. I understand. Whatever the case. But I have something from NPR in relations to what the prosecutors are doing. So the prosecutors are arguing that while Diddy had legitimate business empire spanning music, clothing brands, alcohol, and media properties, he was using those businesses to funnel and hide the criminal activities. And then they're saying, think of it like money laundering, but instead of money, Diddy is accused of laundering actions. So getting the sex worker to fly out to wherever they are, coercing Cassie or whoever to participate to do things that they may not have wanted to do. So that was one thing that I was trying to get or find some understanding in with the whole thing, is like, where do the crimes, in the midst of the whatever actions, what's the crime? So,
Okay.
and when are they going to talk about that more so than the details of the sex parties, you know? Because I'm
Okay.
like, Cassie, the thing with Cassie, like she was talking about, like she would go through for 3 days straight, or she would pop something, go for 3 days straight. Yeah, that's about normal. She said she'd be tired and wore out. Yeah, you're coming down. So, and you could be physically tired from whatever you're doing. That aside, where's the illegal activity? So, yeah, that's
All right. So let's get into it. As for evidence for some of these things, we're gonna go down a list, and Bianca brought that up. Uh, this is no, this is no, the list is not in any certain order for any charges or whatever. I'm just gonna go with some of the evidence that had been recovered and stuff like that, and that could play into like the RICO charges or whatever. The raid on the Miami mansion found illegally modified AR-15 rifles with scratched off serial numbers. Another 45 caliber handgun. Um, a Gucci bag with white residue that tested positive for cocaine and ketamine. Various pills, including MDMA. Some stamped with Tesla logos and Xanax. Um, wooden box labeled puffy containing a crystal-like substance and pills with psilocybin, which is the stuff from magic mushrooms. Trash bin trash bin filled with 25 bottles of baby oil, 31 bottles of Astroglide lubricant, and a rubber duck located in a hallway closet. I've never heard about the rubber duck before. What the fuck? The rubber
Hey,
duck.
I've never heard it from a black man, but it's a thing.
The
It's a
rubber duck.
thing.
Okay. And the surveillance footage from the Miami mansion, which was the 2016 video of the incident with Cassie. The testimonies um, from from Cassie, George Kaplan, and David James, his former personal assistants, John Richard from Danity Kane, Cassie's mother, Kid Cudi, who made a splash this week as he testified that prompted Young Thug to tweet out, "He's a rat." Hey, if somebody fires bomb my car, I'm testifying. God damn it! What the fuck?
And unfortunately for Dawn Richard, the defense, when they got a hold of her, like dismantled everything that she said during this current proceedings and I guess prior statements. So I think the jury, I guess in this case, is going to look at Dawn like we shouldn't even be considering that. She was obliterated. And then they were like, well, is your story changing? And she was like, I guess so.
I
Dawn
guess
Richard,
so.
I hate that. I hate that for Dawn. Still waiting for Miss Aubrey O'Day to get up there.
So
I would love to hear that.
he faces multiple charges, and racketeering, conspiracy, one of them, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, 2 counts, and transportation to engage in prostitution, another 2 counts. So, um, of course, Cassie, testified about enduring years of abuse, including a 2018 rape allegation, and we've all seen the video from 2016 at the hotel.
Listen, man, he ain't on trial for rape. He's on trial for transporting pros, right?
Basically, that's one of the charges.
Has that not been proven already?
It's yeah,
We haven't getting there yet.
it's been proven because he provided transportation for these people to go to these places where people paid some type of fee to come in.
Simple.
So there's where the prostitution comes in.
Now the only thing is I'm not sure if it's straight RICO or if it's just the racketeering charge. In any case, I think that is probably going to be a little bit harder for them to prove, like that he had some sort of organization to it, and it's just kind of odd that he's the only one that's charged in that, because generally if you have an organization, it's more than you, right?
So like your assistant would be scheduling. Is that what you're like? Okay.
Right, but in that regard, they would be part of the organization, which would mean that they would be liable to be charged in the RICO as well.
Okay.
That's just my understanding of it. I don't know. We have a resident lawyer,
a legal savant,
but as far as proving the charges, I feel like that's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah,
Brody be getting pros to come fuck his girl or him, or He ain't on trial for rape. You know what I'm saying? I think really a lot of those other witnesses are
Well,
really
not this
just
trial
to,
anyway. Not this trial.
not this one, right? But I think a lot of those, like, what the fuck is Kid Cudi testifying for? Like,
Because that's going to play into the criminal aspect of the
into
RICO.
the criminal aspect, the racketeering part of it, like,
yeah.
or
To show that it's
he
an
just
organized crime
committed
ring.
act of violence against a guy who was fucking his ex-girl or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could look at it like that.
What happened more likely was somebody was paid to do it. And that's where
Correct.
the organized crime aspect come in. And it's all
Correct,
going to
but
fit
I mean,
together with
you
the
could do
ARs
that
that they took.
I could do that if I didn't like my girl and I paid somebody to go do some shit for me too. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that there's a criminal organization. But I think that where this ends up landing is all of these witnesses are like, it's basically just trying to assassinate the man's character and say that he's this big bad bully and that would prove that he was forcing himself upon people, which we all know that that's the fucking case. Like, I don't get, like, you know, like how big a
Wow.
deal this shit is. Like, this, bro, like, come on now, man.
Wow.
Come
It's
on, man.
prostitution across state lines.
No. Okay, right. But that is only what he's on trial for.
Mhm.
It's one of the things he's on trial for.
Yeah, that's what he's on trial for. He's not even on trial for all of the other terrible things that he's done as a human being.
Well, yeah, because that's not from this case, but there's other
Exactly.
cases
There's
That's
other
what
waiting in
I'm
the
cases.
saying.
wings.
So
Yeah.
I feel like they've proven this case. The nigga is ultra freaky. He like buying prostitutes and watching them come fuck his girl with him and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
they're not gonna rest the case until they fucking get through all the evidence, and there's still way more people. There's still gonna be more people to testify.
that is true, but like I just don't like. I feel like all of this is in like a greater cause, though. Y'all don't feel like that? Y'all don't feel like it's gonna be something that comes out of this that's for later?
I think
That's
it's like
what I feel like.
Maybe
I think it's like, isn't this trial first, and then there's another one coming up?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you
I
have to
don't know what
remember
the
that.
other one is, though.
You got to remember that
This is
this
the
only
big
came
one, right?
about. You got to remember, you know, she sued him, right? And then he's like, "I'll give you this money. Don't sue me.
Yeah. Settle.
I'll take the money. I'm not going to sue you." But then the government is like, "Hold on, we read this shit. There's some shit in here." Yeah.
Yeah, the lawsuit.
Yeah. So once the government got a hold of it, that's how it snowballed into this. And there's still other shit he got to worry about. He got to worry about the shit in Vegas with Pac's killing. You know, he got to worry about. He got to worry about Rodney Jones, the producer that I know that's suing him. You know, he has way, and there's a couple other cases too. You know, so this is just the tip of the iceberg. This one is just so high profile of how it came to be.
It's super high profile, and it's a Fed case. It's a Fed case. So we're like in our view of it, we're assuming that the Fed's case is airtight. That's the only reason that they would come at him like this and this hard. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of this is lining up for not only public embarrassment, but I feel like it's getting certain things on the record so that it will proceed in another case. That's what I feel like.
I think the RICO charge will be dropped.
That's what I think too.
Yeah. I think the RICO charge is going to be dropped in the long run.
That gets dropped. But nigga, you had the pros out, my nigga. That shit's on camera too. They fucking got the videos, my nigga. You're fucked on that, bro.
Yep. It's definitely and this is just going to set up the pattern for the juries in the next cases. Exactly. Start with the small stuff, then with the big things. So he's going to bounce around to all this shit.
I ain't
He
gonna lie
might end
though.
up. He might end
You
up pleading
saying
out.
that they're gonna drop the RICO charge. Now that I'm thinking about it, like they may end up still getting them on that though.
Mm.
I don't know how. We'll have to see like what they lay out further along in the trial. They quite possibly could be leading somewhere, but as far as what's been presented, or at least what I've heard has been presented, because I haven't been watching this shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that any racketeering is really done. Like, okay, he paid somebody to fuck up Kid Cudi's car, because like, what is he gonna do? He's gonna be out there throwing Molotov cocktails? Like, come on now.
No.
He's gonna hire somebody. He's rich as fuck. Like,
it's like I would have had my lawyer working on some type of plea deal to get rid of the RICO. Take the fucking charges of the sex trafficking, whatever,
he don't want to go to jail.
He's in jail.
Gonna go to jail.
I know
He's
he's
gonna
in
stay
jail,
there.
but he ain't trying to be there. You see
Yeah,
what he was trying to do? That nigga trying to get his phone privileges back. He trying to
the
coerce
jury,
witnesses and shit like that. Type
I don't think there's any jury that's gonna let him out though. So that's why he should have tried to plea out and take a little bit of time as he can get. So,
well, I mean, he's got good lawyers though. So
yeah,
I don't know what they told him, and
it don't
what
matter about
kind
the
of
lawyers. The lawyers ain't the jury's not dumb. So these are people that have been watching him.
I disagree with you, Vil. I disagree with you. I feel like 12 just random individuals could be persuaded that no. Come on now.
Hold on.
This is America. America.
Let's see. The 12 jurors are not identified publicly, but there's damn.
Do they have the demographics of them?
8 men, 4 women. Their
men.
age 8 men, 4 women. Their age ranges from 30 to 74 with the average age of 52.
Wow.
They come from various backgrounds, including
the prosecution
Manhattan,
loses
the Bronx,
on that though.
and West.
That is
not really, because
you don't think so? I think voir dire. I think if I'm a defendant, I want more men than women.
And older.
There's a scientist on the panel. One of them's a scientist and shit like that. One's a therapist. So they automatically gonna be like, this motherfucker guilty.
Hell no, it could be a freaky ass scientist that like doing all the type of shit that Sean Peter. Like, no, that's my nigga. Yeah, that's how I would do it too if I had all that shit.
But
science experiments on these bitches.
There's still testimony that we'll hear. So I don't know exactly how many more witnesses there are, but
there's still a case to be laid out by the prosecution. The defense, I am wondering what they come with. Because I hope it ain't like a bunch of bullshit like having his kids testify or some stupid ass shit like that. I don't want to see none of that shit.
Here's a question for you, just because I saw that his twins went to prom. Would they consider letting him go to their graduation only because their mother is not alive? Is that even in consideration, or do you think that's something maybe that the prosecution or defense has brought up? Maybe
I'd say no if I'm the judge.
Yeah, they're not.
Wow.
He doesn't even have bond. Why the fuck are they letting him out for fucking graduation? Like, nah.
Okay. Okay, just a thought.
No,
I was just
No, no,
thinking.
no.
no.
I'm not
Yeah,
trying
I
to. I'm
understand the
not trying
thought,
to.
but
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
I'm not
no,
trying
no,
to
no, I
squash
know.
that like that. It's just like
I get it. The
there's a
severity of
real
what he's being charged.
yeah, and he's already been found to have been like doing weird shit in the jail, and they think that he's gonna intimidate witnesses and shit like that. Like, bro, no, you
Yeah.
can't go to fucking graduation and meet a hitman there to fucking kill. So you know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
Yeah.
And I hate that for those girls. And shout out to them 2 little girls that went to prom this past week. Shout out to Miss Kimora Lee Simmons. She and their mother Kim Porter were very, very tight coming up in the model days of the 90s. So it is very nice to see her looking out for those little
Yeah.
girls or being there for them. So that
Yeah, I've
was
seen that.
very
Can I
heartwarming
tell
and
him on the
heartfelt.
pod? Okay. Huh? Yeah, I'm on the pod right now, Key. Why are you laughing like that?
Oh, yeah, I'm pondering right now. What else would you be doing on the microphone?
In a hat. In a
Okay,
ski hat
so
and stripes.
okay, so I want to back up real quick. Aside from the Diddy trial, I didn't know that I was at liberty to discuss this on the pod, but as it turns out, this week I found out that my oldest daughter, Kibriana, is pregnant with child. So I will be
Congratulations.
a grandfather. Your granddaddy is on here. Yeah,
Oh, so Rome now
my
can just
bad.
say, "You're
I
that
just looked at the
baby
comment now. I forgot
crazy."
that he is on
Damn,
here.
that's
But
crazy.
And
hey,
how old are you?
39.
Well, don't feel too bad because my brother is 2.
I don't feel bad.
No, I'm saying in relations to being under 40 and having
There we go.
grandchildren, it happens.
I'll probably
There we
be
go.
40 when it happens.
Wow.
Yeah,
So yeah, I was just gonna say like, pow, 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 pow,
yeah,
pow.
yeah, he said wow. He said wow.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir. She is pregnant. She is with child.
Do we know
And
the sex of the baby or no?
we do not. We're not that far along yet.
Okay. Well, blessings, peace, easy pregnancy and recovery, boo. And I mean that.
Awesome.
Then also, if you were bad to your parents, it's gonna come back to you tenfold. So just letting you know.
He said you were an adult. Yep, that's good. That's good news.
Especially that. We're out of school, an adult. Good for you, hon.
She over there talking crazy, but yeah. Shout out
And
to
don't talk
Key.
about anybody or your child is gonna look like them.
That is a lie.
No, it's not.
But
You said no. What the fuck is going on here?
it is a lie.
I beat up myself so bad during my second pregnancy. Who does my child look like?
Yep, your fault.
I'm
You
just
shouldn't have
saying,
did
talk
that
about
shit.
myself. I said, I'm telling you, I'm warning her.
You did that shit. She
Warning
wasn't talking
her.
about nobody though, but yeah, Papa Keith. Yeah, she's with child and you know,
Congratulations.
9 months. We'll have that shit sounds nuts to me though. Like I don't really like saying it out loud.
Could
I don't
this
know
be
what
a
I don't know what I'm
January
gonna have the
baby?
baby call me pop
This is
or
February, March.
I think I might just be Poppy. Yeah, by then I will be 40. I will be 40 by then.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I'm just gonna be Poppy. I've been kicking around in my head, just call me OG.
Gramps.
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Call me OG. I don't want
Grandpa Rome.
Grandfather.
Yeah, nah, grandpa ain't gonna work, grandfather ain't gonna work, gramps ain't gonna work.
Second father.
My
Father
dad was
Junior.
Paw, and
I
I
had
don't know
Papa.
how I feel about that. I think that's kind of whack as hell too. You know what I'm saying?
My
So
Papa's name was Sherman.
I think
IND.
so I think I'm kicking around OG
No.
or they just call
No.
me Poppy like the girls.
Like a
That's what the
poppy
girls
seed.
used to call me. No.
He
No, all of my girls besides Soraya, they all called me Poppy. That comes from
Oh, okay.
me. Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay. As long as that's something sentimental and not okay. Um,
nah, it's Poppy. That's all that is. So
okay.
but I'm thinking OG. That's what I think we're gonna go with. I
Grandfather.
don't give a fuck what you think. I am not looking for your approval. This is just
Grandfather.
me.
May I come over?
I'm calling him
Probably gonna
Gramps.
be
Every time I see
OG.
him, he's Gramps from now on.
I can't say Gramps because then I have to say like Gramps. You know what I'm saying? So
Gramps.
I'd rather say grandfather.
You know, I don't mind any of it, as far as the status is concerned. Yeah, I am a grandfather, I'm a grandpa, but I'm talking about for the kids. I don't want them
Yeah.
calling me grandpa and all
Grandfather.
that shit. That shit's crazy.
National Grub. Grandfather.
Sound
No.
like fucking Willy
All
Wonka
of,
head
all of us.
ass. Fucking Mary Poppins and this shit.
Do
I've
you
been
know,
holding this
like
wing the whole
seriously,
time. I didn't even eat this shit.
seriously, my little cousin, she's only one. I only talk in a British accent around her.
What the fuck? Why you gotta do that? You fucking the kid gonna fucking kid up one day.
Because, like, first of all,
Regular, they're gonna be like, what the hell?
exactly. So I only speak in alliteration with her, and I speak in a British voice the entire time. She's the Countess Cortland. I'm the Baroness B, and then it's just up from there. Yeah. I hope you enjoy it as much as you're enjoying that rib, chicken wing.
Chicken wing.
Okay.
I'm eating watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
Papa Keith, I appreciate you, my man.
It's
You will be a great grandfather, and we'll bring a baby boy.
Aw.
No,
Hey,
Crazy.
congratulations. I know I better
Yep.
not be no grandparent before 40.
Congratulations.
We gonna have a problem.
Well, I'm already over 40. So, and I don't got no kids of my own. So I don't gotta worry about being a grandpa like that.
Do you
But
want children?
at this age,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I mean, then you only have to make it another 18.
So
Yeah.
I let the universe lay out the path for me to walk on. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that. And that.
If say if my girl got pregnant right now, I'd be 45 when the kid was born.
sheesh.
That's 63 years old at graduation.
But you can file for early retirement.
I've worked in the streets my whole life. What kind of retirement you think I'm getting?
Ain't no 401k in the
Sorry.
dope game.
Ain't no 401k. You know what my 401k was? I lived to live past 40.
Well, I was thinking since you're getting your degree, you know, in 18 years, you would be in some office firm somewhere. Or maybe teaching. You
Yeah, well, yeah, but still, I mean, whatever happens, happens. I'm
Yeah.
not opposed to anything.
Yeah.
My last two previous relationships, we tried.
Mhm.
Neither one of them got pregnant. Whatever.
I don't know.
So
I don't know that that's like the correct way to look at it, though, Bill.
what?
Like just saying the universe, your girl gets pregnant this year. to look at it like
I'm gonna be old as fuck.
18 years from now, I'll be a certain age. Like,
But that's how I looked at it. That's
Yeah,
how I
that's-
looked at
that's
it when
true.
I got pregnant at 25. Now,
I
and
know,
that was
but
my
that's
first.
I
I
know,
know
but
it's an
that's
age
not.
difference, but it is.
Yeah, the
No.
Knicks won. Go Knicks.
That's
Oh,
just
okay.
that's just not that's just not like the reality is. Well, I don't want to say that the reality is this, but the possibility of reality is that, and God forbid, but you don't even know if you'll make it to
True.
your child's graduation. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
True.
So,
Yeah.
so I that gets a little dark, but it's just to put things in
Yeah,
perspective
what
that
a way to get morbid.
I mean, not
But it's
intentionally.
real.
Not
It's
intentionally.
real
yeah.
though.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
real.
I'm just trying to be real about it and just say that like it's not about like looking forward to it. It's just about cherishing the time that you have, and you being so much older and have been through so much, you would be
A lot
able
of
to
You know,
wisdom.
guide the
you
child.
didn't have to
And
say so much older.
I mean, but
But there
that's the
is a
reality
wisdom
though.
that
I know.
comes,
I'm just
you
talking
know.
shit.
Yeah, that's the reality though. That's the same thing. I got this this young kid. He's not even that young. He's probably like 27, 28, but it's my homie at Amazon. His dad is like, I think he was like 50 when he was born or something like that. So he got
Yeah.
like he got the granddad. Yeah, he got the granddad dad, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
there's a certain wisdom and guidance that
Mhm.
comes with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And even though he may not, I don't know, however it is that he fuck with his dad though, but it's like there's a that might be for you. That might be in the plans of the universe. Who knows? I'm not saying, and I'm not trying to put it on you, but I'm just saying it could be, especially with. Let me stop. Let me stop. I felt myself going too far. I
And
already told everybody where
hey,
Bianca stay.
hey,
He's told
and
everybody.
and you're right, Rome. You're in dangerous territory, sir.
What
He said,
Rome was
"I
trying to
am."
That's a
say
fresh
is
eggs. You know what I'm saying?
my girl's a little
Fresh
younger than I am and probably very fertile.
Very fresh eggs.
Correct, and also that for a child may be good to have that kind of balance when that's proportionately at the I guess around that time, and then to have
Yeah.
older and more wisdom that may be
Yeah.
that may be perfect.
Perfect
You know
balance.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Could be.
And she gonna
Who
watch the show
knows?
and be like,
But
"What the
that's
fuck?"
just me.
No, ma'am. We are not encouraging you. Or listen to me.
I am
Bianca
not.
Pitt is not encouraging you to have any
I
children
am
if you do
not.
not have children
Hey,
at your
listen.
age.
Hey, listen. The
Enjoy
universe
your
works
life.
in its own way anyway.
No, it's whatever happens at this point in my life. It's whatever happens in any avenue of my life.
Okay.
So, like, I'm not gonna try to fight the universe. Like I said in my Facebook post earlier today that you guys should read. Well, Rome already read it, but
I did read it. It was fucking long, but I appreciate it. It's like, Jesus, when is the
and my cousin just commented on it too. She said, what'd she say?
Oh, geez.
She said, "This is what you should be doing, writing. You're beyond outstanding." Cousin Cindy, I would love to write for a living, but I don't have enough money to. If I had enough, like I could seriously, if I could figure out a way to get enough money together to pay my bills for like 6 to 8 months, I could finish the second draft of the book and publish it and start my next project,
you need an
or maybe
investor?
8 months to a year. Yeah, and yeah, I definitely need an investor. But
You don't want to
I'm trying.
self-publish?
Oh, yeah, oh yeah, I'm
Fuck
definitely
no.
gonna self-publish, but the
Fuck
investor,
no.
I need the money from the
He needs a
investor so I can
publisher.
live.
Yeah, he needs a publisher. Write
We
something good and get in
we can
advance.
we can do that. We can set that up. I have a book on Amazon right now.
Well, I know how to self-publish. I already know. I already know how to
Okay,
do all
you
that shit.
just okay.
I want an investor to come in so I could
Relax and focus on your writing.
relax and exactly.
No, write. That's what he
Well, I
needs an
said
investor
focus
for,
on
so
your
that he
writing.
can write.
Yeah. Like if I didn't have to go to work, and I'm about to be done with school on August 12th because I got to take some time off so I can regroup to figure out how I'm going to pay for the rest of it.
Oh,
So,
Sarah sent me the fucking raise request.
oh, okay.
I was like, yeah, sounds exceedingly professional.
Oh, shout to Sarah. Happy anniversary. Today is the 12-year anniversary of meeting Sarah for the first time.
Congratulations.
It was
Because we wouldn't have the wonderful love of her and him. So
her and him.
congratulations.
She said, I'm not even going to say this motherfucker's name.
Well, you know that man up there.
Well, here's here's how it happened. So, Sarah was a bartender at Griffith Billards, you know, the little bar that they have connected to Griffith Billards, and it was my boy Frankie. My oldest best friend Frankie and his youngest sister. She's like my little sister Michelle. Fucking, I've known her since her mom was pregnant with her, type shit, you know, whatever. So it was Michelle's birthday. It was 12 years ago. It's Michelle's birthday. So we're out. We're all out at Griffith Billards. We're turning up. We're drinking whatever, and all these people are buying shots or whatever, and nobody's really tipping Sarah like that, you know. So I'm like, what the fuck? This is like when rum chato first started becoming real big and shit. So there was like I bought a round for everybody. I bought like it was probably like 11, 12 shots. And then I tipped her $50. And that's how I met her. My sister knew who she was at the time and shit too, like that. But we've been good friends ever since. So happy anniversary, Sarah. Love you and all 17 of your personalities. I'm looking for my arrow. So there's that. But going back to the Diddy shit, wrap that shit up real quick. Um there's been a lot of testimony and shit like that. There's gonna be a lot more testimony. They're going to be the prosecution got numerous witnesses to call in the coming weeks. So it's gonna last a while. So there's not a lot. I mean, we could go into summer shit there or fucking, you know, but we know everything. You know, we know from Cassie's lawsuit basically laid out everything she was gonna say if she was fucking ever on the stand. So there's that. From a lawyer's point of view, um, right now the case is really up in the air right now, because it's not fully laid out. I would suspect any women on the jury are gonna have a vote for guilty. Um, I mean, I've never really liked them, so I'm old enough. I'm old enough where I was very alive and into the East Coast West Coast beef, and it's been fuck puppy ever since then. So it's not like it's gonna change now, even though seeing fucking, you know, I have, you know, I have stepdaughter, I have fucking nieces and stuff like that. And when you look at the bigger picture of it, you know, he was 37, Cassie was like 18, 19, you know, that's like the perfect grooming age. So
But here's
How do you know what the
here's
perfect grooming age is?
here's
that's how they used to do it back in the day.
but here's the thing with
How
the
do you
whole
know that?
conversation, the conversation about grooming. I feel
I don't want to have this
as,
conversation.
as a woman, as a girl who was underage, who specifically looked for older men. You
Oh
know
my
what I'm
god,
saying?
please don't do this.
What? Don't do what?
Please don't do this.
Don't do what?
Please just don't do what I think you're gonna do.
gonna do?
Okay.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying an overall, not
Let's find
necessarily
out.
just with Cassie, but overall, there has to be some type of accountability on the sex worker in whatever way Cassie has to be accountable for her actions or what
Yeah.
position that she may have put. I don't care. You can shut off the camera. That girl was 18. She was legally a woman. Now, I don't believe she knew how deep that shit was going to go, obviously. But
Yeah. Then once you're
there
in,
need
once you're shit deep, it's kind of
once you're in, I definitely understand that too. Once you in, it's like how far you gonna go for love or what you're gonna accept. But there is a conversation I think that needs to be had as far as accountability on the part of Dawn Richard as well. Anybody who was around who saw that girl get beat
yeah.
with a frying pan up beside her head, or who saw that girl hurt with black eyes covering them up, that it's accountability on there too. So I don't care. You can shake your head all you want to. There's a bigger level of accountability on all parts played. You know what I'm saying? This is different
First
from the
off,
R. Kelly
first
situation
off,
where
no,
children were minors.
it is different at the same time. First
And then
off,
let me
you're
just say this.
first off.
Let me finish
Go
this.
ahead.
I just want to say, like I said, I'm a woman. I am not negating her feelings or what she went through. You know what I'm saying? That's her story. That's her truth. I respect it. But an overall conversation as a person, that understands that lifestyle, there has to be some type of accountability as to what you will accept and what you feel that you're worth as far as what you're going to
Okay.
do and stuff
Okay.
like that.
So okay.
And I'm
So
done.
my thing about saying that is, so if R. Kelly is 30 years old and he is manipulating mentally a 15 or a 16-year-old, why isn't it even remotely the same as a 37-year-old manipulating an 18 or 19-year-old? We know that these things happen and they are of age now to make their own choices, but why is it different? We're talking
Because
about
in
the
the eyes of the
same
law,
type of.
Cassie was an adult.
I'm not talking about the law. I'm not talking about the law right now.
Okay.
I'm talking about an older man who has been in the industry for a
Mhm.
long time
Mhm.
manipulating a young girl.
She wasn't a young girl. She was a young woman. So that's number one. That's number
My
one.
my daughter is 19, and although legally she is an adult,
She's a young woman.
she's a young girl.
She's a young woman.
You can listen.
We
Parsons,
passed girls. Being nice.
listen,
She's with
listen,
child. She's
listen,
no longer a
listen,
girl.
listen
She's
to
a
me.
woman.
Listen to
Okay.
me, Bianca,
Mhm.
because what you're saying, I do get it, and I hold that too, though. But what happens is we say these things without like real meaning behind it. Because the fact of the matter is a young girl can be considered a woman when she gets her period. And how young can they be then?
And
They can be
technically, female
13,
brains don't reach full
14,
maturity till around
15.
25.
Exactly.
Did did he mic drop or did that just did,
No, I definitely understand where he's going.
I don't think he mic dropped. I
No,
think it
I
just
just think
sounds
he
better.
had technical difficulty. There you
I'm
My
like,
go.
bad.
damn, did he just mic
I
drop?
had the mouse in my hand, and I clicked out of
I was
the
like, damn, he just
studio.
mic dropped.
No, so that's what I'm saying is she's still a young girl in the mind, and
Mhm.
it can be considered that she was
But
manipulated by this man. Now,
it
granted,
can be, but there are females who do mature faster, and they could be the ones that
listen,
won the game
listen.
at 18, 19, 20.
Listen.
I've seen it.
I am not beyond. I'm not beyond that.
But
This
we're
could
talking this case.
Yes, I am not beyond that. There could be a young woman that sees Sean and is like, you know what? I'm gonna get him. And got him.
And then to keep them, you gotta let people pee in your mouth.
This is right.
And at the end of 3 days, you about to
What
buy
are you willing
Louis
to
Vuitton
do?
or Gucci.
Listen.
You about to
No.
be
What are you willing to do to
No.
back to where you came from?
No. We are talking about a level of
accountability.
We're talking about a level that even a 27-year-old woman would be even making a choice. She might not fully grasp this. This is what you're gonna be doing. I'm gonna have other random ass niggas that you don't know come fuck you, and this is gonna be your life.
Okay, and obviously she felt that for many years because that's why she stayed. 18-year-old me doing a lot less. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely doing less than she was, but
I hope.
I'm just saying, I definitely know I put myself in positions that I may have wasn't ready for, or sure, why not? You know what I'm saying? And liked it and stayed and kept on doing it. So that's why that's the only thing that I'm saying, that there has to be some type of accountability.
This is the problem that I'm having with some women that are saying that, because you guys are putting yourself in her shoes where you were at, and that's not really. You can't really do that.
You weren't with Brother Love.
You can't do that. The money, the glitz, the glamour, the promises of a future music career, if that's what happened, and the fact
being
that
in the Jay-Z music video.
You feel me? That is not the same thing as, you letting Tyrone do some kinky shit to you when you was, you know what I'm saying?
First of all,
that's not the same.
Tyrone.
I'm not saying
Give me some credit. Jeez.
That's like a generic name.
Don't ask me what my baby daddy's first name is. So, whatever. Anyway.
Again, you can't put yourself in that and equate the maybe the bad choices or mistakes that you made to what she was going through. This nigga liked what he saw. He picked that bitch and he did a bunch of shit to her.
And she too enjoyed what was going on at one point in time. She too.
You don't know that.
The fruits of that labor.
You don't know that.
What I will say is, listen, I'll even give light to what Bianca is saying and say maybe. But what I'm going to say is that if you are from 19 to whatever age that you left doing this, more so it's probably that you were conditioned and less likely that you just liked that shit from the beginning. Is that fair enough to say?
I'm not gonna. Okay, that's fair.
Okay,
that's fair. That is fair.
I'll agree with that.
I'll agree with that.
That's that, and that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but that is okay for her to
not be okay with it. That's definitely fine. But let's be accountable for the choices we did make.
What I'm saying is, I don't really know how to spin it up any other way than that she's a victim. I'm not gonna listen too much. I'm not gonna listen too much to accountability on a victim, because that's just not how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, a predator preyed on her.
Okay, if you commit a crime. Now, okay, and maybe this is not,
that's not.
Forgive me. This
that's
isn't.
What I'm saying.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, because maybe I'm taking this wrong. maybe I'm thinking, okay, if Diddy is buying the sex workers and Cassie's participating, shouldn't Cassie be on trial for that as well?
No.
No.
Why not? She's cohort with the prostitute. Or because she was the prostitute as well, she can't be charged.
Because
One would say that she was coerced by Sean. He had the money, he's paying for it, and he coerced her into these sex acts.
paying for the sex acts and being around for them
Two different
are two
things.
totally things.
Okay. Okay.
Now, maybe there could be like being at a common nuisance or some shit, some weird shit, like some weird. I'm trying to think of a charge that they could.
And
Uh,
I don't want
Do
anyone
for
to think that I am cold hearted because I am not. I just
No, I get what you were saying, but you got to remember he got her when she was at a very young age.
you can say young, you can't say very. You can say young, but you cannot say very young.
I don't want to parse the point that I'm making with the semantics on that. So, cool. She was young. He was old and seasoned and rich and manipulative.
Sounds like she took the Anna
And
Nicole Smith route.
and
Now-
he had been
Now-
a nigga.
No.
No, he had been a nigga before this happened that would get shit done to motherfuckers.
I.e.
yes.
Kim,
Now here's
Allegedly.
Tupac,
Yeah.
Biggie, if you want to go
Now,
there with it.
yeah. Well, yeah, because it's Biggie got killed because he didn't pay for the Tupac murder. Allegedly.
Wait.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But going back to being if Cassie could be charged because she's there, if she's at a sex party where Diddy paid for all the sex workers and she's there, can she be charged? Here's charges that can arise from something like that: patronizing or soliciting prostitution, conspiracy to commit prostitution, pimping or pandering in some states, depending what state you are. It's probably some southern states that got old. Human trafficking if coercion is involved. And that's where that charge comes from, where he's charged with. Because if sex workers were underage, coerced, or trafficked, you could be a sex worker in fucking Nevada, but you can't be a sex worker in Nevada and get on a plane and go to Miami. That's fucking sex trafficking.
Wow. Okay. So
It's getting a
He's
little
cooked.
clear.
He's already cooked.
Yeah, it's getting a little clearer
Bro,
now how these
stop
charges.
stop flying the buff
No,
niggas
listen.
in to fuck your girl,
No,
bro.
listen.
Like, you
Now,
can't
let me-
do that
hold
shit
on.
and film
Let
it.
me finish. Now, human trafficking. If any sex workers were underage, coerced, or trafficked, anyone who knowingly participated, didn't report it, benefited from the situation, may face trafficking charges or be charged as an accessory. And strict liability often applies to underage sex trafficking, meaning the accused doesn't need to even have to be like know the person was underage to be charged with it. And also, if there was drug-related offenses come into this too. If the party involved illegal drug use, which is common at such events, attendees may face possession, distribution, or conspiracy if they bought, shared, or arranged access to any type of drugs.
this
Hey,
shit is
so-
deep.
So what's been because I haven't watched any of it. I've only heard bits and pieces of the testimony. What has been the testimony on the drug use that's been there? I know Cassie probably talked about it some.
I haven't really looked at like the full minutes of it. I just kind of read the key takeaways, and I think we may see some more about the drug use and everything when we get Aubrey O'Day on stage or in the witness stand. I said on stage. What the fuck? So
That's what this
It's
is.
yeah, so it's like I said, this is gonna last for weeks to come. The prosecution has several witnesses lined up for the upcoming weeks. So we'll see what happens and get into it more. But going back to the charges for people that even if it's people are at these parties, even if Puffy paid for everything, and from what people said, what's been known and said and rumored or whatever throughout the years is motherfucking people would just walk around with trays of drugs. It's like hors d'oeuvres. Okay, let me take a little bit of this Molly, let me do a little bit of cocaine, whatever. So, but
Which
going back,
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of tight though. I ain't gonna lie. His parties
now
probably
here's the
was
thing.
the shit outside of gay sex and
Now the
possible rape.
patronizing or solicitation of prostitution charge that you could be charged with for being at any of these, sex parties or freak offs or whatever you want to call them. If a person engaged in sex acts with paid workers, they could be charged with soliciting prostitution, even if someone else paid for it. Many jurisdictions do not require direct payment by the individual to charge them, just them participating in the commercial sex act alone. And then you go on to the conspiracy to commit prostitution. If any person help organize, promote, transport, or coordinate the party in any way to facilitate a prostitution, they can be charged with conspiracy. If you invited others, knowing that the workers were going to be there, and they're paid or trafficked to be there, or help arrange transportation or whatever in any way, you can be charged with conspiracy. Pimping and pandering. And in all 50 states, they're most of them are serious felony charges. If you recruited any sex workers, if you facilitated their participation, if you benefited financially in any way, or helped with the transportation to get them where they were going, if it was across state lines, and that ties back into the human trafficking that I already went through, and the drug shit. So it all break down. If you're just
Bianca, are you listening?
I am listening.
So
That's why I'm
So, madam,
quiet.
this is what you are facing when you're out here
What?
at Franklin House.
First of all, let me tell you something. I need verbal confirmation from any and anyone, any male or female. You're going to tell me and verbally say it's okay for me to do whatever. And I don't care how old, how young, white, black, boy, man, woman, you're going to tell me first. You're going to sign something. Damn it. Or something.
You're talking about rape. We're not
this,
talking about.
And this is exactly
pimping,
how it all
pandering.
ties into the RICO charges. Because if he's had many of these parties, if he's had one of these parties in LA, if he's had one of these parties in Vegas, if he's had them in New York, in Miami, that's a criminal enterprise that he's a criminal enterprise that are doing all this.
And they used to tote Diddy and them motherfucking white parties every fucking summer.
They all the Diddy parties like that.
Now listen,
well, I'm just
the white
saying
party,
in general.
No. Like there's been I'm going to be very clear on this, and it's been noted very extensively.
It's not the white parties. Okay.
It's the white parties are the pre-parties. The white parties end between 11 and 1, and the crazy shit starts between 2 and 3.
That's about right.
That nigga had that big ass bed at that one party. That shit was gay as fuck, boy. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was super fruity.
Freak
body ass boy.
Do you think that if
that all that bed linen was ruined with baby oil? We know
that shit was Astroglide
and brown color. But here's a question. Do you think, I guess maybe the acts of what Diddy likes or was orchestrating during these parties, is it more shocking because he's a black man that this is happening, or if this happened
No,
and the white guy would everything would be okay? Because to
no.
me, I
Look,
No,
look, look, look,
feel
look.
it's because he's
I'm
that
gonna explain
famous.
something.
okay.
It's and here's something else. Diddy's one of those people that's been able to operate as rich as he is as a non-black man. He's been accepted
Mm.
into
Yeah, you're
the
right.
white corporate world for a long time.
You are
Well,
right.
well, you're
And
right. You're right, Bill.
he was able to walk both those lines and bring in from both sides.
There you go. So the thing with Diddy
Mm.
was he was able to walk into those white worlds and those kind of offices and still kind of be nigga. You know what I'm saying? He still kind of acted like a nigga.
Yeah.
And that was
No,
okay because
definitely,
they were
definitely.
willing to buy into it because he was so lucrative. Everything that he touched was gold. You know what I'm
And
saying? So
he was, yeah, he was, he did, he was a little snaky in his rides, but he came up quick. He had an ear, for what was gonna be, what was gonna be hot, starting at fucking
Uptown.
working uptown, and then leaving, starting Bad Boy,
that became the
Craig,
biggest label in the world. But
you
for
know,
me, I'm gonna tell you, for me, it's still he's the most famous person that's been in this.
um. I would still fucking at
Michael
his height
Jackson
though.
and the child pornography thing.
Yeah,
Do you think this was
Different,
better?
different.
that's different. In something like this, there's Bill Cosby was still bigger at his peak than Puffy ever was.
No. I'm talking about when it happened, though.
Oh yeah, okay,
He's the most
yeah,
famous person.
yeah, 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 yeah,
This
yeah.
is like, this
And
is
and,
it.
and the thing in it, it was always kind of
We
when
kind of
is it
knew
gonna
it.
happen?
Yeah,
When
we
is it
kind
gonna
of
Yeah.
happen?
knew it
Yeah.
already. Like,
You could only, and when he started, when in his infancy and going through the adolescence of these things of it, um, there was no social media and shit like that. It
yes,
wasn't, and people weren't telling everybody, and it was contained to the people that were involved for and certain people knew. There was a lot of people that weren't there that knew certain shit may have been going on or whatever, but then as the world evolves, the technology evolves, and it's more and more people will talk, anonymously and shit like that. So it's look, the longer you do something, the higher the statistics rise that something's gonna happen.
that something's
And it's
gonna
usually
happen.
something bad's gonna happen. You're gonna get caught, like the shit that I used to do. What year is it? 2025. My last one was the statute limitations. I think may have ran out. Maybe. Anyway, we know what I used to do. So it's I stopped. I knew what the end game was. And I knew there was a number I wanted. Like, if I got to a certain number, it'd be the end of it because the more I did it, the greater chance I was going to get busted doing it. So I had an end game number. I didn't hit the end game number because of something, that made the end game number not even worth the wait for the end game number. So I might not even got the end game number because something else might have happened. So anyway, fucking yeah, so that's and then when you get so, when you first start off and you're famous, that's one thing. But then when you're super famous, that's a whole
Yes,
nother thing. You can't go
yes.
nowhere, you can't do anything,
Can't do
or
shit without a
no,
camera around and shit like that. So this motherfucker is
yeah.
this famous. He's doing all of this shit under the radar, and I wouldn't even call it like under the radar. It was like people knew,
Yeah, people
they weren't
knew.
saying.
Yeah. They're like, hey,
The Diddy parties were
and
infamous,
I
infamous
don't
all
even
celebrities were talking about him, but nobody said what was actually going on. Like,
and I don't even think with all this shit at the trial so far, and I don't even think I've never even heard of anybody signing an NDA ever.
wow, that's
I haven't heard anything.
Well, no, because Dawn, you're saying they haven't brought it up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I haven't seen no evidence either.
Well, because you remember, they were saying that all of the NDAs had expired.
Well, the NDAs that expired were the ones like Aubrey, O'Day, Cassie, and shit like that. I don't know if it
Artists.
pertained, to artists that were on Bad Boy. I don't know if it pertained to people going to the freak offs. These people that okay, hold on. Attendees at a Diddy freak off party reportedly signed strict NDAs designed to enforce secrecy around the events. According to reports, these NDAs included the following provisions: lifetime confidentiality. Attendees were prohibited from disclosing any details related to Diddy, his family members, partners, spouses, or associates, and this confidentiality extended for the life of the signee plus 20 years after their death, or a total of 70 years, whichever was longer. No recording or documentation agreements forbade any form of recording, including photos, videos, or audio, without Diddy's explicit written consent. Prohibition and sharing of information. Signees were barred from sharing any details of events through social media, interviews, books, newspapers, or any other platforms. In one instance, Jonathan
that
Odie,
nigga was taping it.
in one instance, Jonathan Odie, a former adult film actor, alleged he was required to sign a $5 million NDA after participating in multiple freak-offs. He claimed that this agreement was intended to ensure his silence regarding the activities he witnessed and participated in. Now, while NDAs, this is something that's not fucking new, but while NDAs are commonly used to protect privacy, they cannot legally shield individuals from reporting criminal activities. So in the context of Diddy's trial, the existence of these NDAs may be scrutinized to assess whether they are used to conceal the unlawful activity. So the use of such like stringent NDAs, like the crazy ones that he has them sign, like the lifetime ones, it kind of underscores the level of secrecy that was maintained, which is now could be which towards the end could be a focal point. Like, hey, he wanted to be so strict because of all the fucked up shit that was going on. So it might bite him in the ass. If he's already fucked anyway, so it don't matter. So
freak ass boy.
Yeah. Hey, who said this? Somebody's like, oh man, he's really aged the last 6 months because he ain't drinking baby blood. he ain't getting his hair dyed and everything like that every week, and so yeah, he's it's everything's there. They pretty much almost got everything they need just from the testimony so far, and especially and the drugs that if he's buying the drugs for cheap and if he's getting the Molly and shit and coke and cheap in Miami and take it into LA or New York or wherever,
trafficking
that fits into the RICO. So it's like everything on the surface is there. The prosecution is presenting a very strong case so far, and
they gotta prove it though. They still gotta prove it, but they have. I'm sure that they have more, and there's plenty of time. They probably slow walking the dog.
Yeah, well, it's they have even with the testimony. I mean, you may be able to call circumstantial evidence, but they did arrest the drug dealer guy. So
wow.
that white kid, they snatched him up first. He was one of the first people snatched up. So you have him. So it's like they have they have enough testimony for the jury to make up its mind so far. And this is, like I said, it's just kind of the beginning, maybe a third of the way through, maybe. From what it's looking like from the wit. I don't think they've really disclosed the witness list like that because I couldn't really find anything like that. So I'm pretty sure we'll have Miss O'Day up there. Um,
I heard she
I,
wasn't gonna testify at one point though.
yeah, I think she might want to. I mean, we'll find out. Uh, let's see if I can find anything. It's
Listen,
not scheduled.
your boy is at the highest levels of freaky. Like this motherfucker different.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. That's
Rub nut on my nipples and all that type of shit. That nigga is yo.
yo. Wow,
Bro, you
son.
a different human of freaky. That motherfucker
Not that
might be
bad.
one of them reptilian motherfuckers.
That's not bad. That's not that. That's timid. That is timid.
Here's
That's
some of
timid. Another nigga
they
nut on your nipples is timid.
I like that.
what the
You like
fuck?
niggas that do that?
If I
Cool,
want a dude to
cool.
come on my nipples, sure.
Okay.
No, that's not what was said. That's not
That's
what
not
was said.
what was said.
No one is what said, but that's why I said. I mean, I understand Diddy's pleasure with that. Well, okay. Yeah.
The other level of freaky, that's what
Anyway.
you and Sean are on.
There's a couple known upcoming witnesses still, I believe, for the prosecution. That's Capricorn Clark, a former assistant. She's expected to testify about Diddy's behavior and incidents she witnessed. Members of the Los Angeles Police and Fire Departments anticipated to provide testimony related to incidents involving Diddy, and additional former assistants. While the exact number of remaining witnesses has not been fully disclosed, the prosecution has indicated that several more individuals will be called up to testify in the upcoming weeks.
The locks. Oh,
I don't think they're on the list. No.
No Jadakiss.
No, I don't think they really wanted to go to none of those parties like that.
Good for them.
They're like, I'm out.
They wanted to fuck Diddy up at one point in time. Though.
Oh hell yeah, he owed them bread. But we, as always, we will keep you updated on this as it proceeds. From my legal education, I will say that while the defense has scored a couple points on cross with Cassie, especially on a couple things, the prosecution's case has been much stronger thus far. So
They definitely scored some points with Cassie.
yeah, but not enough. Not enough. I don't think. So
Well, I just feel like putting her at the freak off and Diddy's not there, and you wanted to do this per your testimony, you know what I'm saying? That
And you know a thing
to a certain
that
degree can make it seem like, okay, maybe you wasn't coerced, maybe you just like getting your ass buzzed down. You know what I'm saying?
and that was thank you for mentioning that, because I remember they
yeah,
showed released text messages where Cassie and I guess maybe a few conversations initiated discussions about the freak offs first. Now, I'm not saying anything about that, but as far as the prosecution might be using that as, hey, she liked it. You know what I'm saying? Here, she's the one that brought it up. Da 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 da. Instead of like, I know the thought, you want to please your man, you want to get kinky with your man, make him feel some type of way. Da 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 da. I get that too. So I just and for that, I hate that may come against her. Maybe
Or
fighting her. in the
Or
behind.
this my nigga, he crazy, and I
I'm
know
playing
he want
along.
me, and I know he want me to freak off. So
Here's
Let
the
me
thing.
play along.
yeah,
It don't matter. It does not matter how it plays out for her because
Right. It's
it
on
don't
Diddy,
matter how it plays. It already, if anything, it might bring charges against her in the long run. But
which is
for her
fair.
she probably got immunity for her testimony anyway.
immunity.
So yeah, so that's that. So, but public opinion might be different about her, but nobody fucking cares. She's fucking who fucking cares? Who?
Me and you now. I've been waiting. Cassie was that bop, okay? Y'all are not
Hell
gonna play
yeah,
Cassie.
yeah. But so yeah, it's gonna play out one of two ways, and it's probably not gonna end very very
Well,
good
for Sean.
for brother love. Um, so there's that. But like I said, we'll keep you updated, and shit like that, and fucking with anything
I
else.
hate that Indy changed his name to Love.
That
That just does not age well.
I was watching old Breakfast Club interviews and watched, I guess, the one that he did when he released the Love album. I guess, and just the whole Zen, I'm in so much love, I'm at peace, da 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 da.
that
You
motherfucker was
know,
starting to do some good drugs. He was on fucking Molly heavy probably right then.
The Pink Molly.
Yeah,
mm,
that Tusi
And
shit.
when he peeing in Carisha shit
yep.
around there.
She said that never happened. She was just using it to sell her card games.
So yeah, so he was peeing in Carisha shit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my reaction to it too, bro. Fuck it, whatever.
Nah, you know
Um,
she wanted the Dubai girls though.
You know how they get down.
Yeah.
city girls, city girls.
Both of them though, but I heard
I
Carisha
be
got some bags off that shit.
I be forgetting there's a whole nother city girl.
JT and
JT
Carisha, but I
harder
don't
than
know.
her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know her. What is Carisha's rap name?
Miami. Young Miami.
Young
Oh, okay.
Miami,
Okay.
Young
That's what it is.
Miami.
Yeah, I like calling her Carisha.
Yeah.
Boy, she ain't motherfucking. I can't say that. She did come out with like one or two songs though, but she ain't rapped a motherfucking lick since she went over there. Let them niggas
And her too.
No.
She got her a new
let
whole
them niggas
TV
do that
show.
run.
She had her
TV
little
show, she
podcast.
with Diddy, getting an
Okay.
allowance from Diddy, all types of
She's getting peed on. She probably got
And she
fucking.
ain't found no charges.
Hey,
allegedly.
her allowance was probably on a sliding scale. Of how many times she let him pee on her?
Oh wow.
Like 50 racks every time
Bro,
he peed on her.
bro, that's some freaky ass shit, bro. What is with these niggas
Bianca,
and wanting to pee on
how many
bitches?
times you let Diddy pee on you for $50,000 each time he peed on you?
Where?
Wherever he
Anything?
wanted.
On you.
Anywhere? Neck
On you,
up?
not in
No,
you, on you. Not
neck
in
up
you.
is out of the question. I don't care.
$50,000.
Every time. Let's go.
50,000,
I don't care.
50,000, open that mouth up.
Nah, son. Must be out your mind.
Your ass cap.
No, 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 not that.
You're not drinking Diddy piss for fucking
No,
50 racks.
She might
no,
not gotta drink it, but he wanna, you know.
no, 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 no. Because I don't even do that with semen. Once again, we directed on the tits. So, you know, mm, mm-mm.
50K, you letting that nigga nut in your mouth. Stop
Okay.
that.
Like I said, you can do anywhere, you can shoot anywhere, neck down. I don't care.
What? You're not taking a load in the mouth for 50 racks?
That's fine.
Cap,
Armpit.
cap.
I'll
I
leave
don't
through
believe
my
it.
ear. I'll listen to it. Shit. But not my mouth. No.
I don't believe her.
No, not my mouth.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
For 50 racks.
Yeah, no, not in my mouth. I don't care. Now that's where I draw the freaky line.
You might be the only woman that will say that.
Well, like I said, you can have anywhere on this landscape from neck
No,
down.
she's not. No, she's not one of the only women that say that.
You can have the back of the
She's one
neck,
of the only women that would say you could pee on me anywhere but my
but my
head for the
face.
50 bands.
But my face. Being honest, I ain't gonna. I'm sorry. I'm at this point in my life. If that's all I gotta do, that's what a stream ain't that long. And how old is he? 50 something. He ain't been that long away. That's why he got the sex worker. So you know what I'm saying? Like whatever. Little P ain't never hurt nobody. 50 racks, tax free.
Cassie was doing it for free.
She wasn't doing it for free. She was in Fashion Week. She was getting perks.
She lived
She
a
was
dope
getting
life.
perks to the job. Very good perks. I watched.
She was doing it for free.
Red carpets. I watched. Ooh,
Nice house.
that Givenchy dress.
What I'm saying is a nigga didn't pee on her and then right after she got 50 racks. Like, come on now.
No.
She probably had the 50 racks ordered already picked out and was doing a freak off next day. Here, let's go get to your UTI stuff and let's go pick up this bag real quick. Like
Right. But what I'm saying is she wasn't just doing it for the money.
No, I'm pretty sure she did it because she loved him. You know, that's
for free.
But fuck love. You know what I'm saying? Give me $50,000.
One of indie songs. Fuck love. You'll see him
fuck love.
Whenever Coley shit is. Next
week.
27th. Yeah.
31st.
31st. Sorry.
He said 27th. That's in 2 days.
That's what I'm like.
I don't even know what day it is. I'm gonna be honest.
Saturday. We discussed that.
Sunday. It's Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah, it's not Saturday.
We're on Sunday dinner. How are you gonna say it's Saturday?
Yeah, tripping.
What the fuck?
You just as lost as me. we both out here just fucked up. I just know the day. I have no idea what date it is. I kind of just realized it was May. I was like, damn, it's the end of May too. That's about a bitch.
Whole month just flew by.
I'd be happy.
Girl, yeah, Memorial Day. Memorial Day. Tomorrow.
Should have me tweaking.
Holiday pay. Shout out to everyone that has to work.
Gang. Time and a half all day.
Pay. You don't get holiday pay when you're self-employed.
Damn.
I mean, I could charge more.
I was about to say, I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, you could charge more. All depends what job I work tomorrow. Now I got some editing to do for. I went this weekend. I shot some content at Willie Works Fireworks in Crown Point on Main Street. It's my buddy's fireworks shop. So went and shot some content, do a little commercial for him. Gonna do a couple little content things for him for social media and shit like that. So I gotta edit that shit. I got a flyer to do for my boy Just Cuz in Seattle. He got a show coming up. He needs a flyer. But I gotta grind out this week because I got San Diego trip coming up. So it's gonna be a long week.
Wonderful San Diego. Here we come.
I'm only gonna be there. I'm only gonna be there from the 3rd through the 6th. So I wanted to go for a week because I wanted to go up to LA for a couple of days and chop it up with Vision. But I got to get back for work. I'm missing the 31st. I'd requested that off when I first got the job, and Bob knew about anyway. So, but I don't want to miss 2 Saturdays in a row. So I'll be back on the 6th at night. I land at like 11:45. I'll be at the VU by 1 o'clock. Friday night for a couple of Vegas bombs. I'll be there way before last call, and Saturday I'll work. But yeah, I'm excited about this California trip. I know that I'm gonna be crying. As soon as they call this kid's name and he walks across stage, I'll be like, "Oh my god, do it!"
I love
But
it.
so it's gonna be dope. You know, it's gonna be a cool couple days. I get to see
So
my
you gonna
dogs.
cry? You gonna
Fuck
cry
yeah, I'm
like a
sure.
bitch?
Congratulations to his mom,
Like
his
a bitch?
anyone that supported him, and shout out to all the seniors that are going to prom. You all look fabulous. Shout out to all the graduates. I love to see it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
My nephew graduating this year. One of my best friends from high school. Man, they had him decked out. This motherfucker pulled off in a Rari.
Damn.
Do you know how happy I am that I did move to the neighborhood that I am in because of prom season? And it's not elaborate like this, I think, for boys in the palm colored neighborhoods as it is for the urban neighborhoods. But they're doing like big old pre-prom things even before their school's grand marches. Like people show up and they have like balloons and backdrops, and it's a lot. These expensive cars for a few
Oh
hours.
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah. It's crazy.
it's
It's gotten
crazy.
kind of crazy. Like back in the day, you just drove your parents'
Rent a
car
limo.
Or
or
They
rent a
rent
rent
the
a limo
limo.
with
kids.
some friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
like
10,
it's morphed
12
into
of
some
you
crazy
all in
shit.
one stupid ass
They be
limo.
spending like $4,000 on the shit on the send off
Yeah.
and the car. Not
Yeah.
even talking about like the outfit, the tickets, none the after whatever you're doing
And
afterwards.
then we have graduation in a few weeks after that.
Yeah.
Like or college send-offs. Like I just feel, not saying that's a waste of money because whatever parent feel they want to do for their child, they can do that. And I'm sure maybe some of these kids deserve this big elaborate thing. I just feel that in this economy, let's, you know,
Hey, fuck it.
let's
Do
pay.
it while you
Hey
can.
man,
If you can.
do what you want for your kids, but this shit is
It's a
I
lot.
feel like we in the America now where it's just even more popular to just celebrate every fucking step. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
motherfuckers go to prom,
Yeah.
you do that the biggest, then graduation, they do that shit, then it's a trunk fucking thing before they go to college, and then
Mhm.
it's a first day of college send off, and then it's just like, damn, shit, y'all motherfuckers been partying all summer, shit. Did you get the motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? The shit that he needed for
They
college.
get
Y'all
school
motherfuckers is
supplies.
drinking and all types of shit at all of these damn parties. Shit,
Yeah. And it's a lot. Like, just it's a
that
lot. It
motherfucker
just
get to
seems
school and he ain't
scary
got book
looking at
money. You know
me.
what I'm saying? Like,
I'm looking
damn.
at pictures like pricing things like, oh, okay, that must have cost such and such. Oh, this must have cost such and such. I just wanted I want him to rent a tux, I guess, and be color coordinated with this date. I didn't, what are we doing? What are we doing backgrounds for? Everybody coming over for what? To see him do what? Walk out the door? Mm-mm.
I don't know, man. I'm
Come
not.
see him
I'm
walk
not.
across the stage. You know what I'm saying? That's when your support
Extravagant
is needed.
photo shoot. Hey, shout
I'm
out to
Yeah.
not
Kirby
super
though.
mad at prom. I'm not super
Hey,
mad at prom because that kind of makes sense. Those are because of the occasion it is, and you get
Because it's like a
to see your kid.
formal. Yeah.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. It is
I get
a
it.
photo worthy moment, but like all of the rest of that shit is like, damn, y'all motherfuckers is going like way overboard for that shit.
way overboard.
I kind of get it for prom, but that shit is way more extravagant than
Then it was
anything
in
that
my
we
day,
came
20
up.
years
Yeah,
20 years
anything
ago.
we came up with pales in comparison to even the broke people now.
Oh hell no. Even the
That
broke
shit
people.
different. That shit different now.
Yeah.
Broke ass motherfuckers now, they be doing all kind of shit for their kids still.
Yeah.
Shit crazy. But hey, man.
Yeah.
Salute to the class of 2025.
Clink clink.
That shit is crazy. I've been out of school 22 years now, man.
You old
Ju-
fuck.
June 6th, it'll be 20 years for me. And coincidentally, My high school is having their graduation on my graduation date. So,
So when's your 20-year reunion, and are you going?
I would like to go. My plan is to go solo. Um, but there has been no plans of any reunion. And
What? That's
because
crazy.
here's the thing. They will probably start talking about that next fall into homecoming.
Okay, okay,
It
okay,
still will
okay.
be under the 2025 year, but they will probably start discussing things, homecoming, try to get us to go back to 59th and Broadway and do all of
Yeah.
that stuff. So hopefully I can get them to have an informal mixer at Franklin House. I'll be there, you know.
Oh
But
hell no.
or
Y'all shit gonna be at Andrea?
usually there is some type of like maybe formal thing, maybe at a banquet hall or somewhere. Then they'll do something for homecoming. They do a big old thing for alumni at the football game. Then there'll be maybe
Yeah.
a walkthrough, maybe that Sunday, or they'll have mass on that Sunday, and then that Saturday would be like a get together at a location. But like the whole festivities wouldn't be like in the gym or anything. Shout out to the class of 2004, because their reunion was
Math
very, very
crazy.
nice, very, very nice. So I don't think we'll be that fancy because that's not us. We won't have off drinks. So
Well, you gotta have DJ K Caesar, or it's not a reunion.
you know what? Shout out. No, seriously, I used
Yeah,
to.
Andrea, somebody pull your titties out.
That would be for me. But anyway, that was another
That would
life.
be for me.
Um, But no, shout out to Power 92 because I had a thing about the radio back then when I was in high school because I wanted to be on the radio. So they had like their promo team. Shout out to Victor V, who was over the street team at that particular time. I would call in, let's say about 6 in the morning. Say pull up to Andrea. We want promo materials too. Whenever I did that, he would and be passing out stuff. So shout out to Power 92 for entertaining the privileged children of Andrea and entertaining us. So, da-da-da-da. Rome, can you
Okay.
escort me to my reunion?
Fuck no.
God damn. Well, you said you wanted to go alone.
I want to go with Rome.
Solo is what she said.
I want Rome to escort me, and I want him to wear a top hat.
She just left little
She said
buddy.
a fucking top
Monica,
hat.
Just left
like
little
the guy
buddy
from
all the way out.
Monopoly.
That shit crazy.
Do you want to have a monocle too?
Yes, yes, and a pocket watch.
And a pocket watch. Okay.
I used to have a pocket watch.
I
I
want
used
you
to
to
have
be
one
dressed
too.
up like a
Where do you
dandy.
where do you buy a monocle at?
An eyeglass
Online
facility.
Yeah.
That
Or buy clear one online.
Swear to God, Lens Crafters got one right now. Swear to God, Swear to God, America's Best got one right now.
They do.
That's crazy. I kind of want one now.
A classic monocle with prescription lens for $124.99.
At America's Best?
No. Not at all. Some
I
place
might
called
be spelling this.
nearsightsmonocle.com. Nearsights.com. Now you can get
No.
the frame itself with no glass for as low as $39.95
Yeah, I
on
was
Reading
spelling
Glass
it different.
World. Got one. They got like Reading Glass ones for like 50, like anywhere from $40 to $60.
A reading glass monocle is wild as fuck, bro. Why are you
Get
only
a
using
magnifying
one
glass.
eye to read some shit, bro?
Why do I
Maybe
need
you're
both
blind.
eyes to read? Maybe I'm blind in the other eye.
There you go. I was just gonna say that. Might be blind.
Maybe
got-
I
are
only
you-
have bad
Are you
vision
guys
in
being
one
serious?
eye. Yes. Maybe I only have my vision is bad in one eye. You know what I'm saying? Or
wonder
They
what
maybe
still
my
the
eye
they
needs to
still
be
give you
corrected.
glasses for that.
Well, back in the moniker days, it was a lot cheaper to just use one instead of getting both if you didn't need it.
All right,
Just-
Becky Sue. I heard it come out of you. That's the. I almost said it again. That's the Chesterton coming out of you now.
Chesterton, darling, no,
I
I'm
just
clutching my pearls.
hold on now.
No. Oh
I swear
no,
to
we
God,
don't.
I
We
ain't
don't
gonna lie.
do
I
those
really want.
tools of the
I really
north.
want to be a cowboy anyway, though.
Hey, cowboy
But monocles
syndrome.
are, but monocles are cool though. I fuck with that.
Oh, and then can you smoke a pipe?
I used to have a pipe too,
No, I'm just
like a
Yeah,
picturing
wood
somebody
one.
from the Titanic.
the reason why a monocle's for one eye is because antiques person in the 1700s wore one in Rome. So he used it. You know, when you use a microscope, a lot of times
Yeah.
or telescope, you use one eye.
You only use
So he
one
used
eye.
it. He used it to examine engravings on antiques and engraved gems and stuff like that. So that's where it came from. The
So that kind of
17
makes sense.
the 1700s. More random shit. But why did the Monopoly man have one? He does have one, right?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Monocle, top hat, cane.
Monopoly man monocle. That's one of the
Yeah,
first
he
thing that
used to
pops
have
out.
one.
He's also bald.
No, he does not. This is a common instance of what's sometimes referred to as a
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect.
That's
He's never
bullshit.
had a monocle.
That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
Nope,
You
no
see?
monocle.
Yeah, all right.
No
I hate
monocle.
that, bro. I swear to God, they digitally are
They
like erasing
digitally
shit
no.
from
He
the
never
internet
had
because
one.
they know that's where we get all of our information from, bro. That's bullshit.
Maybe we're confusing it with Mr. Peanut. Now, Mr. Peanut did have
No,
one.
Mr. Peanut
Yes.
for sure had one, but so did the Monopoly nigga.
I agree with that. Like,
No, I'm looking at vintage boxes on eBay from back in the day, and he's never had one. Now, one time, like the way they drew his eye, it kind of looked like he had
oh,
one.
that was supposed to be a big old eye, not a monocle.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing it on none of the shit on eBay on the old boxes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't even
and
want to play this game no more.
this box is from 1954. That's crazy. Well, whatever. Monocles, they're going out of style, even for one-eyed people. But if you got one eye, you're just gonna wear a contact anyway. What the fuck you want a monocle for?
That's the whole thing.
You know, fuck. And it's kind of like springy, so it locked into eye socket. It wasn't just fully round.
Oh,
Yeah. Learning
never
something
mind.
new every day. Today it's about monocles. Welcome to Sunday Dinner, where we give you random, useless fucking facts that you're never gonna need in life. But now you know them. Guess what time it is, guys? Bianca, you better be ready this week.
Sure.
You've been kind of slacking
Listen,
lately.
she fucking asking questions too. All right, come on.
Here we go, guys.
Come
Your
on, man.
favorite, my
It's
favorite,
11 o'clock.
everybody's favorite. Well, you were late.
Hello, but it's 11 o'clock.
It's
5
11
random
o'clock.
questions.
Five random questions with Miss Bianca Tate, where she asks 5 random questions and we give you the answers in hopes you get to know us a little bit better. Actually, we don't fucking care. It's just something we do to end the show. So, Bianca, you up to bat with question number 1.
Question number 1, to stay on board games. What was one of the board games that you played as a child that you enjoyed? Me,
Yeah, you were not.
myself,
Okay, go. Yeah. What was your favorite one?
I enjoyed Scrabble, playing that with my mother. So there you go.
Okay. Okay. Um.
Does chess and checkers count?
Yes, that's a
Yeah.
board game.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a game played on a board. So yes, that does count.
I did. I did
Which
like Monopoly. I did
okay.
not like when we would sit down to play Monopoly. Not everybody realized that Monopoly has no. You never. You don't know how long the game's going to take.
There is no end.
You
Here's a
know.
question: when
So
you did you play community chest where you would put, collect money and then whoever stop on maybe community chest gets that pot, or did you follow the rules strictly as to what they were laid out? Because I know
Free
some
parking.
people.
free parking.
Free
Yeah.
parking.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So like, and then like. What do you mean? Yeah, like we can't play Monopoly unless you're gonna be ready to finish it next time you come over or time after that. Like, I don't want to just play a game that don't have an ending because I'm gonna be like,
I'm winning.
I want to win,
Being an
goddamn
ass.
it. The
Right.
fuck? No, but I like Monopoly growing up, but really like it was probably like checkers and fucking um I'm old, fucking Battleship.
I never had
You
no one to
know,
play that with.
Yeah,
Battleship was
Battleship was
cool.
tight.
Yeah.
Battleship was tight. Shoots and
Wow.
ladders.
Candyland.
I remember.
Candyland. I had to play that with my
Oh,
sister. It was actually a pretty
yeah.
good time though.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. Stratego. That shit was
Stratego.
crazy.
Yeah.
Operation. Does Operation
Operation,
count?
yeah.
Yeah.
That was my thing.
Yeah,
Always
yeah.
getting shocked. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some more. Of course we've already said ones with chess, Go,
Go.
backgammon,
Life.
Risk. Um, yeah,
What?
Clue.
Clue.
I never
The
had
game.
anyone to play
Oh
Clue
man, that was my
with, or a
shit,
bunch of
bro.
people.
Yeah, the game of life. That
Yeah,
was
That used to
game of
be
cool.
life.
fun. Hey, did you
Um,
all have heard of a game called Mall Madness?
Yes.
no, I haven't.
Okay. Well, Mall Madness, they said the board game is basically a mall. And you get a little charge card and you go from
Yeah.
store to store. And then when you have to swipe your card, it'll say, oh, sell at such and such. So it's a girly game, but it's right up there. Like, I don't know if you remember Girl Talk. It used to be like a big ass pink cellular phone and a
Yep,
card
yep.
game where you had to like figure out which boy called you, and they only had one black guy and his name was Wayne. So yeah,
Yeah,
I played the
I
girly game.
never seen nobody play Girl Talk, but Mob Madness for sure. I'm pretty sure my sister or somebody I knew had that shit. That shit was crazy.
Here's what constitutes a classic board game. Okay,
Okay.
according to Wikipedia. Chess, checkers, Go, backgammon, dominoes, Risk, Monopoly, Clue, Scrabble, The Game of Life, Sorry, Battleship, Connect Four, and Yahtzee. That's the
How's
Okay,
first.
Connect
Connect
Four?
Four.
Connect Four is interesting.
Now they have let's see what other list. Then they have one's party game list, and they look like more of that's like charades and
Yeah.
Pictionary,
Taboo. Yeah.
Balderdash categories, um something called Exploding Kittens.
What the fuck is that?
No, thank you.
The I don't I'm gonna look it up. Um I'm gonna look it up. Weird ass games. What are fucking and of course stuff like Dungeon and Dragons and stuff like that too.
All right.
Yeah. So and kids games, a couple of things that kids games that we mentioned, Shoots and Ladders. Uh
Hungry Hippos.
Mm.
Guess Who?
Guess who?
Mm.
Don't break the ice.
I never had that game, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I didn't have it, but I played it at the rec center. That's for sure. But yeah, definitely, definitely. But yeah,
Don't
I
Wake Daddy.
probably. Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't wake daddy. Oh shit, I forgot about that one. But yeah, like growing up, I probably played. Battleship and Sorry the most
Definitely played
growing
a lot
up for
of Battleship.
myself.
I didn't
Yeah.
even have that shit. I used to go over to my homeboy crib. He used to lose all the time. He used to want to play me in that shit.
There's this one dude at the rec center that always just put the boats in a line. So after you kind of go with it, you just keep on going along that line, you're about to hit all this shit. But all right, let's move on to question number 2.
Question number 2. This is definitely a creative question. Obviously, there's no right or no wrong answer. So, if someone were to ask you to describe your idea of your God, what would your God look like?
He looks like the dude on the rolling paper container. I'm just playing. I'm just fucking playing. Rome, you go first.
Nameless, faceless, shapeless. It's not describable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even religious,
Yeah,
and we all know
come
that.
on.
There's
It's-
even religion, God is not a person.
yeah, it's like an entity.
It's an entity.
Then you would describe that. Do I have to scratch that question? You guys, that
You asked it, so
You
it's
just
not
tried
off
to
like
get-
a stupid
you
that
just-
question.
was a good question.
You just tried to get esoteric, but we're not going for that
I'm
shit.
sorry,
man.
I'm not educated. What does
No.
that mean?
Look it up.
I
You
don't
got
even know how
Google?
to spell it. Can you spell it?
Try and spell it how you think it sounds. Just go phonetically, and it'll probably
Can you
correct.
repeat the word phonetically?
Esoteric.
So is that an ES?
You would be correct.
Okay. Thank you. I'll look it up later. Okay, I'll ask another question. Number 3. Do you sleep with a light top sheet in all seasons? Why or why not?
No. Winter quilt, no fan. Summer quilt, fan.
No.
So when y'all purchase your sheets,
Honestly, don't even like the top sheet. I used to take it off.
I don't like top sheet.
I would use it. I would use it for a little bit and then get rid of them shits.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not a top sheet fan.
Wow.
I hate hotel rooms
Slide
that have them
everywhere.
and they put that shit over it. That shit
Feel
is fucking
trapped and
weak.
shit too.
Yeah. You gotta kick the shit out of the bottom of the bed.
Yeah.
Because it's
I'm good,
dirty.
man. I'm good, man.
Wow, that is very interesting to me, and I don't know if it's interesting because I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, well, what are you doing with the other sheet? It's just in your closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it never gets used.
No.
Wow. Been like shredded for, you know what I'm saying, some rags or something. I don't know. Fuck.
Now there have been times where I have used it and just put it on the bed and I'll sleep on top of that.
Okay.
But
instead of the fitted.
Instead
of the fitted.
No, the fitted sheet's on there too, and the top sheet's over that and tucked in. And then me and my
and
quilt.
then and then the quilt.
I don't want a top sheet and then a quilt. And then in the summer I still use the quilt because like I said, you got the air and you got the fan. So
I'm always gonna use a quilt / blanket.
Yeah. So I don't want
I'm never gonna use a sheet
Yeah.
to cover unless there's no other option.
And then it's folded in half because I know I'm still gonna be cold trying to get under that motherfucker. Shit.
You gotta like tuck that shit in around your whole body and then just,
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna want to use something that's not even gonna help make me warm, and I still gotta have another layer on top of it. Like it's redundant, the whole thing, just to create more laundry to do.
I ain't gonna
This
lie,
is
that
just
probably was the biggest thing.
This is just a
Like, damn,
ruse
why am I
for
watching
fucking
an
Tide to sell
extra?
more Tide Pods to make you do more laundry.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
why the fuck am I watching this stupid ass sheet that I don't like and don't use?
The fuck? Hey, if we throw in this other sheet, we
Fuck
could
you,
charge
Clifford.
fucking $10 more. Like I
Fuck
don't
you,
need that.
Clifford.
Give me my motherfucking fitted sheet. Give me my motherfucking two suitcase, my two pillowcases. I'm good. I don't need the fucking top sheet. Fucking need the top sheet.
I might have been using now that I'm saying that.
What up, Cliff?
Now that I'm saying that, I probably wasn't in the right, because if I'm using 4 pillows, then that probably is the same as like one fitted sheet. So I wasn't like saving on the
Okay.
laundry really. 4 pillows for one person, that's a bit aggressive.
That's crazy. I mean, I have 4 pillows on my bed. But my main pillow, I've had my main pillow for a long time. It's something my aunt gave me right before she died, so I've always kept it. I'd get it dry cleaned like twice a year. But it's old, so it's kind of flat. So I got a pillow that goes underneath that one and it's fine. But I got 2 thick ass pillows that on the other side. So it's like you can't use both those pillows at one time. So there's that. Base day night, she fucking just used one of them where fucking you have a crick in your neck the next morning. Hey, that's an old person saying too, a crick in your neck. I was talking about talking to somebody about that the other day.
So what do young people say if they wake
My neck
up?
fucked up. My neck hurt. My neck fucked up. I can't move my neck. That's about it.
Damn, so that wasn't passed down. It was only passed down to
I don't.
us.
Yeah. I don't. I've never heard anybody fucking under fucking
We are
35
fucking
say that.
old. Yeah, we're fucking old.
Words are
Woke
dying
up with
out.
a crick in my neck.
Yeah, not no more. Goddamn, my neck fucked up. I slept funny. No, yeah, that's crazy. I wonder what other words are being phased out.
There's
Expressions.
a ton of. I be saying some of that shit at work, and the young people
Fine
just
and
look at me like,
dandy.
what?
Nobody says fine and dandy anymore.
I do.
That explains a lot. You fucking half old school marm. Anyway, let's
I'll
move
take it.
on to question. Let's move on to question
Question
number
number 5.
4.
Oh.
4.
Okay. Question number 4. Let me go back to it. Da, 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 da. Okay. Are you currently in love right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, you just got Buddy and his dog.
And
And a great friendship.
And a great friendship.
Perfect. And
She got Buddy locked down like the old man on Misery. Nobody know he exists but the kids and the dog.
That's
And whoever they meet at
hell?
whoever they meet at Franklin House.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Smut buckets. The Franklin House smut buckets. Is crazy.
Wow. Fuck you.
What?
What?
Oh.
Got a smutation over there. Smut rotation.
No, I don't.
A hotation.
No, I don't.
Got a flotation on the hotation.
I wish I did. Like there was a time.
Bianca's the only one on the show that's not in love. Sucks to be you.
No, that's no. I'm obviously I have love, like you know what I'm
Oh,
saying,
okay.
but
Okay.
obviously, hello, we're here. But this is,
We don't know that. We don't.
what do you
We have
mean?
no. We have no idea.
Yeah,
You just called
buddy.
buddy and my friend.
Yeah.
What else is that supposed to be though? Like I'm so confused.
Never mind.
Never mind. Oh. Question number 5.
I was gonna say something.
Say it, Rome. Say it.
No.
Go ahead.
This is Sunday
Say it.
dinner.
Say it, please, say
This is
it.
Sunday dinner.
Say
We
it,
need some
Rome.
good clips
Say
for
it,
TikTok.
please. Come on, please, come on. Do it.
My
Say it.
big mouth always
Say
gets
it.
me in trouble, and I just
But
will not succumb to peer pressure.
Oh,
Pause.
you don't
it
want to
was
get in
probably
trouble
gonna
by
be
somebody else.
it was gonna be funny though.
No.
Oh, then say it.
Then I won't say it.
No.
You know, Indy would say it.
Yeah, he also has diarrhea of the mouth.
Can you say it after the pod? Will it still be funny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if
Okay.
it'll
So
be
what?
funny, but
What's question number 5?
Question number 5. Since you all are in love, do you see marriage in the next 6 to 12 months
What
for
the-
either one
what?
of you?
6 to
6 to
12
12
months.
is mad aggressive.
It is.
You know what? You know what though?
But I'm
not gonna lie.
considering you're over 40, you're approaching 40. I would think if you met these women you're in love, you would know what you want. And if that's wrong, then please correct me. I don't know.
I mean, that's fine, but I have also been divorced before too. So I found what I want then, and it didn't work out so great.
Okay.
So
Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry.
you know,
we are
You were
walking
telling
the
him
other
to
day.
be hopeful.
well, I mean, I'll put it to you like this. Yes,
Do you see marriage?
Yes,
in
I
the
have discussed it.
Who, me?
Yeah, you girl. What the fuck?
Nah, son. I'm too gangster for that shit.
God damn! Why she just turn into a Wu-Tang Clan member?
Marriage.
She protecting her neck.
No. No. I like the understanding we got.
Okay.
Yeah.
The understanding that is.
It's basically like a marriage.
That is
There's
shit
a dog
that
involved.
say.
That's a full family. Once there's an animal added to equation, it's a family.
That is not true, but
No,
yeah, it is.
no.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We got free security. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, free stuff. Yeah, right.
Yeah, security.
No, we have not talked.
Say.
To answer your question, why
Yeah, we got to understand it.
I know 6 to 12 months is pretty fast. The other night, it's funny you asked that because the other night, I happened to see her and we're walking to 2 different locations. But as we're walking to 2 different locations, our paths cross, and I looked at her. She looked at me, smiled. I looked at her and smiled, and I was like, "You want to get married?" She's like, "Sure, when?" And I was like, "Oh shit, that's not what I expected." I was of course just playing. I was playing and she was playing.
Yeah,
well, I think anyway.
Still.
But and it was literally just like a passing conversation thing. We didn't stop
till these motherfuckers end up in Vegas eloped.
Okay.
Talking about a birthday party and some bullshit. Hey, let's go get married.
Let's go that celebration.
Oh shit!
Dinner from the strip, the little chapel.
No, 6
I wish
to
I could
12
get married.
months is aggressive.
Then what's the realistic thing for women that don't know? You know what I'm saying? Because
at this point in my life, I don't think
that's.
I think it'll literally be. Let's go get fucking married.
It's gonna happen.
Okay.
Like I don't think there'll be like a planning thing. I think there'll be a planning thing afterwards. Be like, yo, you want to do this? Who do you want around you when we do this?
Mm-hmm.
Like the actual Unless, like, if it would be with who I'm with now, it'd be with whatever she would want. You want a big ceremony, or you just want a dope ass reception, and we just go do it. Whatever. Like if she don't care, then it's whatever. So, but yeah, it's
Um,
6 to 12 months is aggressive.
Oh,
Man.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
It's okay.
Me on the other hand, I don't like marriage just for the fact that just looking at my son being handicapped and he would receive funds to take care of himself from the government. If he were to get married, his funds would be cut. Or that person's funds would also be cut because they were married. So because marriage would not be the
Is that
same for
true?
him, yes. Yes. There's a good
Your funding
documentary.
gets
Huh?
cut because you get married. You're the parent though at this point.
Well, I'm talking about if he decides, if he over 18 wants to live his life and finds him somebody and they want to get married. It wouldn't work for them financially if they are receiving that money from the federal government, the money that
True.
they're entitled to.
True. I
So
have seen that.
That's weird.
because of that, I don't think that's fair. So that is also one reason why I think marriage is stupid. You know.
You think
Well, maybe
marriage is
stupid for some.
stupid based on that, or the government is stupid for it being like that?
The business
Yeah.
institution of marriage, as far as tax things, I think that's fucked up.
Oh,
And
I mean,
cutting, you know what I'm saying? Like we can be
Okay.
But that
together.
don't-
We can.
You know that there are actually in under regular circumstances there are great financial benefits to being married.
Like
Yeah.
what? And I don't know.
Easier to buy a house, insurance goes down on everything.
Just because that person is considered like
It's
a
easier to
cosigner
get
or
a
something,
loan.
or
No,
you're
there's
working
just
on both of y'all credits, or both of y'all
no.
income.
There's like a institution that because of the institution of marriage, financially people believe that you are
More stable.
more willing to pay them or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so they will let you borrow
two income
more.
sources and all that. Yeah.
Yes, based on all of that. And there is a great financial benefit. The best years of my life financially were when I was married.
Okay.
So
Okay. And I don't know that perspective. So, that's interesting.
yeah, it's definitely that. Marriage as an institution though is let me shut up. I'll go again.
Yeah, you're right, because it's
My
almost
big fat mouth.
11:30.
My big fat
Well,
mouth.
guys, that was your favorite, my favorite, all of our favorites. 5 random questions. And that brings this episode of Sunday Dinner to close. Thanks for tuning in to episode 163. In the meantime, in between time, go to Facebook. Actually, can't go to Facebook because they erase them like every 2 weeks now. Go to YouTube.
That's lame as hell.
Fuck
you, Clifford! Fuck you, Clifford!
You can watch all previous 162 episodes plus this one on our YouTube. We will be back next week where we'll have a lot to talk about because Saturday night we'll be at Joe's, the all new Joe's Barn Grill in Maryville, Indiana for Coley's Cloud Surfing event. Him, G. Scott, Indy Uchiha, Ralph Lauren, Star Child, and a couple other people will be there. We'll be getting turned and all that good shit. Come out, have a good time. And all that good shit. We will talk to you next week. Until then.
I mean, like when you spread the pussy lips.
Wow.
And go.